What's going on, guys? There's some. Going on? What's going on, chat? Yeah, I was looking at GJ here. It's gonna be a clean day. It's gonna be a much cleaner day than yesterday, actually. Much cleaner. Just there's a lot more opportunities looking at today. You know, more areas that we could potentially come down to, more can come up to. That's more clean. Yesterday's just pure range with no volume. Delete my shots and get here on time and watch draw your lines and strategy and rectangles. Yeah, this is the bread and butter of the day, man. This is the reason why people come. But this is the reason why people should be on time every morning. Hey, by the way, if you go into chat, go like I think it'll work. Go on exclamation point. Let's go course. It should work. Okay, I guess not. Okay, it's supposed to work. It's supposed to say okay, website. Oh, there you go. There you go. You go website, and then you go like no top wick, and then it should pop up. No top wick should, and then it goes like there's more to it. I'm adding more stuff, but yeah, I think it's no top wick. That. I made it so like it's easier now. You guys just search it up and it'll pop up. Like links will pop up. I don't know why it's not popping up. I know the website works, course works. I'm gonna figure it out. I'm gonna give you guys a list of commands. I'm gonna put it in the description for like the next stream probably, but yeah. Let's go one more. Let me work on future for you guys though. First things first, just want to take a look at daily. You know, I think the daily today, it's at resistance obviously, right? So we can potentially continue down here, but we're still bullish. Obviously, my buys are still bullish since they closed bullish. Weekly's going to break the highs. I did mention how like if the weekly today, man, decides to break this high, we're gonna probably pop further up back into this range, right? Because this is technically a resistance for the range. We made a resistance for the range. If we pop back into, if we break this high, we're breaking back into the range. Most likely gonna fill the range, going to like 140 levels, right? But that's the weekly candle. But so far the daily time frame, it's obviously at resistance, a pretty heavy resistance. I can't want to see what happens here, but I think sells. I'm looking at the sells. I think they'll be valid if we decide to continue down and breaking below the support here, right there. I'll stay right here. If you continue down today and break the support, you see how we'll continue down today. Look left, there's also resistance, right? So it makes sense if you break the support level that we just created, because I'm sure what price did. Price earlier this morning was during London session was a downtrend, right? We came down like what? London opening, pre-London around like a 4-pip move down, right? For London around a 22 pip move down. Price came down. This is a downtrend. Price came down, made support somewhere because it has to make support, right? It can't just keep going forever. It has to make support. It made a support here, so now what it has to do, it has to make a resistance, and that's probably gonna be around this area, right? Most logical area, because that's your previous resistance, right? Look left, previous support, that becomes previous resistance. So if that's your previous resistance, we're probably gonna make a resistance come up today, which we just did. Price came up, tapped that level, tapped that resistance, and most likely here we're gonna need some type of bearish candle closure in order for us to continue down. So if like the 15 and 30 minute closes bearish at resistance here, we'll most likely continue down. And that's where I'll take my sell opportunities. Pretty much. So maybe something like this can happen. We can close bearish either here, or we can even continue further up, tap the resistance anymore, close there, and then close bearish over here. Because the trend is bearish, right? And technically looking at it, think of it as a retest. This, right? Obviously this is people having their screen. So after support's made, after resistance is being created, this is like your range that you're in right now. You definitely need some type of resistance to be confirmed and created here for us to continue further down to retest the lows, and then eventually you can continue further down to even this area. But that's what I'm looking at today. gonna be a clean day. And then for the buys are pretty simple. The buys you have are gonna be right here at this resistance. Above there, I'll take buys, right? Because this is your range. This is not tradable right now. Like right now, it's not tradable. I'll say this is your range. Do not trade it. Wait for an actual breakout. So we see how everything makes sense. If we break to the downside, we'll continue down towards this level. If we break to the upside, we'll continue up towards like this key level right here. So it's a pretty simple day today. You have about a 20 pip range up, and then a 20 pip range down, 30 pip range down. I did not take any trades yet, by the way. I'm still taking 0 trades for a day. Did not take anything during Asian. Did not take anything during New York yet. So did not take anything during London. Right, there's no opportunities for me, so I didn't take much. But yeah. I might fix the chat commands for you guys though. Nightbot. I just wish it didn't say Nightbot, you know. Okay, what else is there? I know there's more commands I have here. I'll show you guys. Here. Custom here. Oh yeah, no wick. That's the command here. Try no wick, and then try video. If you do video, it goes to my latest video, and this will be more. This will be like ranges. There's gonna be that. There's gonna be no bottom wick. There's gonna be that. There's gonna be candles. There's gonna be a lot of stuff. So expect yeah. It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool, right? It's pretty cool. I think on the other stream has that, so gotta see what the other streams don't have, and gotta try to do whatever they don't have, right? Try to make our stream as valuable as possible for viewers, for the audience. Can you check gold? Yeah, sure. Give me a second. I just wanna finish marking stuff first. I think I'm done, but yeah, add a couple text messages here saying that was below here. And buys above here. Clean. With gold, right? So yeah, gold. Hey, gold came to the top 1930 yesterday. I'm pretty surprised. We're expecting buys, obviously, right? But I wasn't expecting it to be all yesterday, to be honest. Just by the way, the amount of traffic that was here. But I guess it made sense because you can say that this was like just a complete range that we're in. So as he broke that range, it was gonna continue up towards like this level right away. So I think that made sense. I know there's traffic, but I guess it was just like they just used it as a range, you know, and price just came back in the range. But yeah, I was not expecting all that to happen within one day yesterday. But yeah, target got tapped, 1930 got tapped. So today I'm thinking we have some type of support being created here now. Let's see. Yeah. Your little support area right here, your little resistance area right there. I'll say if you're looking at gold, wait patiently for. I think we're going to continue up back up here, because what price did here was price made a resistance here, right? Made it like a prior uptrend, made a price came up, made a resistance. So if we're making resistance here and we're coming back down, we're going to come back down to make support, right? Same thing I mentioned for GJ earlier. I mentioned this was going to happen for GJ. Just the opposite. So now that we're making support at support, after bouncing off the support, closing bullish at support, this candle here, 4-hour candle, should continue up as long as it respects this low right there, because this low now confirms your support. Right after price goes bullish at support, this kind of should come up to fill a wick and eventually pop further up to retest the high again, which is retest this. So looking left, as it retests that, high chance is going to continue further up once it breaks that high. So you can anticipate buys coming up towards 1925, or wait for a breakout of 1925 to go up further up. But I believe we're going to retest 1925 today on the streams. Let me check the small time frame though. Small time frame looks. This is a small time frame, by the way. Small time frame, I think buys will be valid above here. You wait for a closure above this area, it should be good to go up. Above there, coming up towards like 1925, actually, 1923, 1925. You have a small range here. On a higher time frame, it should be clean to go up. Yeah, I'll say around the 1925. Looking at on the hourly, it should be clean. Yeah, hourly is pretty clean. Yeah, so 1925 probably makes sense with the 4-hour time frame, right? Remember from earlier? So everything just makes sense. There's a small resistance that we formed there. Wait for that to break, and you can look for buys going up. That should be clean. Around a 50 pip range going up. You can probably catch like 20, 25 pips in that range. 30 pips, 40 pips even. Alright. But yeah. That's gold. And there obviously, if price fails to break that resistance, we're probably continuing further down. And I think sells will be valid below the support here. I think these were sells will be valid at. If you break that support, we're gonna continue down further down towards like this level. Around 65 pip range you got there. But yeah. GA? I'm not really looking at GA right now, man. Take a look at it in a bit. I had to repost that video yesterday because you guys keep asking me this question. I think I get this question about 5 times. I answer about 5-6 times a week. So I think every couple months in here and then I'm gonna keep posting it because people can't seem to find the video. They don't seem to have the time to scroll to the Instagram page, right, and find it. So I think I'm gonna just repost it every 5-6 months. Like, oh shit! Someone messaged saying yesterday, oh shit, yo, how come no one told me this before? I'm like, man, it's been up on Instagram for 8 months. We had an old video on it a couple months ago, and then I think 2 months ago, I think it was this one right here. This one, and also like this one. This is like from August, so been around. Man, GG looks so clean today. Very clean. How come chat Nightbox delete messages? I'm so confused. Wait, what? What did Wix9 do here? Hey Wix9, what'd you do? Why are you hiding people? Weird. Hey, can you guys still chat? Why did Wix9 hide you guys? So confused, man. You better join a Zoom, Wix9. Gotta talk to you, man. Why you hiding innocent people in the chat? Time though. Let me try to unhide that. That's weird. Weird. Okay, yeah, should be fine to talk now. It's weird. Zerk's turn system and I don't know why he did that. He did that to you guys. Had on today I was hesitant to enter the trade because it didn't retest, but I was checking the wick of the previous candle. GJ. Please have a look on it. Thanks again. Sure. I got you. Hey, Wixon, you better join the chat. The call, I gotta talk to you, man. You're in trouble. My dog grabbed my phone, just started pressing buttons. Oh my god. Okay, makes sense. Oh, I copied the entire message. Okay. Makes sense, makes sense. Okay. I'll give you a pass. It's alright. Will it be a good idea to enter sell when breaking the support level? It didn't have any retests. Sometimes there's no retests. But I think on a small typer here, my boy, oh no, this is GJ. No, sometimes there's no retest. You know, I think on the 15-minute or 15-minute somewhere, this is hourly, right? On the 15-minute, I think I candle day close below the support here, somewhere. Let me check. Sometimes there's never a retest, man. This could be a retest for all we know, because technically your resistance is drawn right here. This wick could have been your retest. There's not always gonna be a retest, man. That's why I don't answer out breaking a retest. I'll wait for a retest, right? Like for example, this could be a retest, but price is already making a retest is for me isn't like just like for me enter sells here. I'm not gonna wait for this to come down. Like after price taps the support, then I expect it to continue up to retest that level, make a resistance there, then continue further down once it closes bearish. I think that's what I'll wait for. But the first time it's coming down to within a range, I don't wait for that retest because sometimes there's never a retest. You know what I mean? So. But yeah, I think on a 15-30 minute here somewhere, we closed below the range, and you had an opportunity to enter maybe somewhere, huh? Maybe on a break of this right here. But yeah, sometimes there's no retest, man. Obviously now you have a retest, now you have that resistance and support being created. You have a range now, so easier to look at now, but. Ooh, price made a resistance here. Ooh. I'm looking at sell opportunities. Looking at sell opportunities because price made a little resistance here. Made a resistance here. We closed bearish here. So I mean, I'm gonna wait for the hourly candle to close actually in 8 minutes here actually, because this is the last 15 minute of the hourly candle. I do expect this candle to continue driving down to retest the lows here. This 15-minute candle right here, right? Kind of made a resistance here. So, let's see. But overall, I think this is your range. Yeah. If the next candle here closes like bearish here, below like support here, I'm gonna take a sell opportunity. I'm gonna take a sell coming down towards like the next support coming down towards here. Expecting this to happen today. Today should be a much better than yesterday, man. Yesterday was just so rangy, so dead. US 30 here. US 30 is so clean. You have a resistance here in US 30. pretty heavy one. Once you break that, it should be more upside here. Back in the range we go. So if take a look at this, guys. If you look at US30 here, and this is like your previous range here. If this right here was your previous range in this area, and now this in the range we had a resistance and you had a support. If this is your previous range, and we broke out the range, you would expect it to continue further down. I mean, it did continue down, right? But now that as it made a new support down here, made a new resistance. This is your new range. As it breaks back into the previous range from here, coming up towards here, we're probably gonna continue up back in the range if you break this resistance here. So, I think buys would be valid if US30 actually continues up here and breaks out this range today. I will expect this to happen. And this is a decent range too on US30. So, if you guys looking at US30, I think I'll wait for buys if it breaks that resistance. Obviously, if it doesn't break the resistance, sells would still be valid. But I think buys are very clean. And back in the range here. A fake out. Yep. As expected, right, guys? Price made a resistance here. Closed bearish. This kind of should continue down. I'm gonna wait for sells below support though. Issue thing of this is just that it's the last 5-minute candle of the hourly candle. So I'm expecting some type of wick to be created on the hourly candle. I mean, hourly I think it's bullish though, right? I mean, hourly's still bullish too. So the hourly could still close in this range. If anything, the hourly would close bullish like this, and then we can have the seller replay coming down below the support here. You can have sell stops below the support on it, like if this hourly closes the way it is. So something like this can happen. We then could just continue down like this on the next candle. Alright, but I think it's gonna be a bit risky entering on the 15 here. But I mean, yeah, we made resistance, you know. Let's see. Let me know what you think of EGU. Hear my idea. If missed the first break and wait for retest. Let's take a look. Five-minute time frame 1, 4 times 4 bearish candles. Huh? This is a 5-minute time frame. 4-hour bearish candles. Okay. I think you can just identify as your resistance, right? Yeah, identify as your resistance. Then you have a support being created here. This is your mini range that you have in this area. I think after price close bearish here, I think yeah, it makes sense. I think the only issue here is this is a 5-minute time frame. It's gonna be very risky to do this price action on a 5-minute time frame because 5-minute can break highs and lows and still continue down a higher time frame. I mean, 5-minute had no bond wick here. I mean, this makes sense though. I mean, yeah. And then yeah, should continue down towards like this support here. I think you have a decent support level right here. Pretty heavy one, so I'll look to see partials there. I mean, on a 15-minute, I'm not sure how it looks. It should be clean, come down towards here. But this is a 5-minute. This is very risky on a 5-minute time. Yeah, hourly's gonna close bullish here in 2 minutes. A very stupid, a very risky trade. Worked out for me. You want to take the next short candle, but got my target, so then not take it. Can you review my chart? Yeah, I got you. Got you. Previous day bullish move. Okay, price reach a high, made a resistance. Okay, makes sense. Made a resistance right here. 3 price came down and made support on hourly candle. On the hourly, yeah, we had you then have a you identified as your resistance, as your support, lower range you have here. Price range for a bit. Price broke out on hourly, yes. Oh yeah, price did break out. Oh, this is GJ. Yeah, price did broke out here. Price broke out, and then looking for entry at the flip of this candle. Missed the flip, but entered as price broke low. Stop loss was on the high of the current 1 hour, which, yep. Yeah, I think this is a pretty valid price to come down because this candle here, this hourly candle here, closed bullish, right? The one after this candle closed bullish, but it still closed below the support, resistance. Therefore, this resistance still being respected, right? Another thing is that it also closed doji. So look where the candle opened up on a doji candle. Look where it closed on a doji candle. Nothing happened within that candle, right? You can't just block it out as nothing happened. And then this candle here just I guess came down as it respected this candle high over here and not this candle high. But yeah, I think this is pretty valid. And there you had clean traffic coming down towards this area. Yeah. How did this play out? Did you use GJ, right? Did it play out yet? Yeah, I think it's played out, yeah. Very clean. Yeah. Very clean. Pretty clean. I don't think it was risky. I think it was a pretty good trade. Yeah, pretty good trade. Okay, 1 hour has closed bullish. See how the 1 hour closed bullish? It still kind of closed bullish at support. So I think you can have sell stops below this candle here. This is us at support here. And if price were to come down and break this low here, we're gonna continue further down here. This is a setup play coming down towards here. So I will take sell stops here on GJ. My stop loss for this trade will just be probably the candle high of this current candle. So wherever this candle decides to make a high at, we don't know where it could be. It could be here. It could be up here. Obviously, if it goes all the way up here, I'm going to delete the sell stop. But it should be around like this in this area, right? After wherever it makes the high at, let's say this is the high. I'll take sell stops coming down here. Stop's going to be that current candle high. The price will come down, break this low, make a new low. Price should come to break the current candle high again. All right, so I think those are going to be nice sells. Ooh, could be coming down here. Yep, we'll take sell stop. I think stops in this case so far it looks like it's gonna be around 10 pips, the current candle high, so not bad. I think target's gonna be around looking left there. I think I'm putting my target down towards like this support right here, on like the 4 hour probably. Down towards there. So roughly it's probably gonna be around like this area. Around a 20 pip target. Not bad. Yes, sir. Right. Around 20 pip target. Their stop's gonna be 137. 1-2 for now. Perfect. Yep. You see how we wait for that 30 minute. See how the thing I explained earlier, where we had like a little support here, resistance being created. We could actually close bearish at resistance, confirmation for us to continue down to retest the lows again. So as we're coming down now to break the 1 hour low, we should be see for a waterfall here coming down on GJ. Same as the 30 minute. 30 minute also did close bearish at resistance, exactly what we were waiting for earlier, right? Now, the reason I didn't enter on this candle, or this 15 candle, was just because it was the last 15 of the hourly candle. So, but now that we have closed, the hourly has closed bullish. I'm gonna wait for sells below there. I think those are gonna be better sells for us. So coming close to the sell stop here, but yeah. Trying to figure out where I want to put my target though, because target could easily be, you could put the target at around these levels, the support here, or this. I think we'll just put it here. The next minor support. We have not been activated yet, guys. Very close, not yet. Once it breaks this low, it's gonna be coming down. Broke the low, saw those was high. Oh, yeah. Wait, what? Did I mute you guys? Did I mute the Zoom this whole time? Shit.
So we're gonna have them as guests.
Oh. I muted someone by accident. That popped up. For those that are new, by the way.
But honestly,
yo, what up?
So,
whoa, what happened?
I would honestly rather to make a support here on the 15 and then take a buy.
Buy? Yeah, I mean,
Fill that 1 hour candle.
that 1 hour candle is so weak. I think
yeah,
I just have stop below there.
It's just a logical like area. If
I mean,
price wants to continue up, it has to maintain this
yeah, it has to respect that self stop anyways if it wants to go up. So yeah, I mean both analysis makes sense.
Yeah, just the sell stop, like I don't know, it's right at a support. Like how do you take that into account? Like when you're
take a look at the 4 hour as well. Or just pure bearish.
Yeah.
Cause like technically I want to sell like on like over here somewhere.
4 hour it makes sense. 4 hour makes a lot of sense.
I kind of want to sell like over here somewhere in this area. So, but I think this is a strong confirmation. As like I think 1 hour just closed very weak bullish at support. So as we're breaking out lows, I'm expecting us to continue further down back into another range. And the 4 hours is also continue bearish. 4 hour still has clean traffic coming down here towards like this level here anyway. So. Expect a continuation here, or in this level. These are very nice sells. I don't know, but yeah, obviously for buys we must respect this low, but it looks like we're gonna break it. Ooh, about to get activated here. Get right there. Ooh, I got activated here. Gotten sells here, guys. So these situations, you can market execute it, or you could actually have sell stops. I just have sell stops here, just because I just wanted like the clean break of it. So the target's gonna be around this area, our 90 pip target. Stop's gonna be around 9 pips, 9.5 pips on this trade. Man, I think we would have had a better entry though. If this wasn't the last candle of the hourly candle, I think entries would have been here. Would have been clean. Also would have been around 9 pips, same thing though. And then would have been 10 pips here. This is fine. Oh my god. Alright, cool. I think once you pass like probably if you come down to pass like these levels here, you should see a cleaner move coming down. But I think that's gonna be around that point. It should be around like 10 pips there. It's a very minor support level. Yeah, it's around 8 pips. That's probably when we get to this area. Look left there. There's some traffic here. I'm gonna move my stops to break even, and then let it run coming down towards the TV. Did y'all enter? Yeah, I'm in. I have this on my screen. I'm in. Got in. This is my first trade of the day. Did not get in during London. Did not get in during Asian. Waited for New York here today because there's no opportunities during either session. This is Asian right here. Look how rangy Asian was. Asian is like back to normal of September again. This is Asian right here. Asian opening. That's all you had. This is the Asian opening. Asian opening candle came up 10 pips. Or I think around, yeah, like around 11 pips, and that was it. This is London opening. London opening came up a lot stronger. And this is how you figure out volume, right? Because look, this is Asian volume, right here. This is London volume. Look how big that candle was compared to all these other candles here. Alright, so you always have more volume. And this is pre-NY that we're in right now. So I'm expecting pre-NY to continue down here. And then NY, as if we were to continue down here, come down to the support, NY I expect it to continue down further. Or up, who knows, right? But yeah. And gold's gonna continue down here as well. Gold did the same thing as GJ pretty much. Price came down, made a support. Price came up, made a resistance. Should continue back down to kind of tap this, retest the low again. This should all be clean coming back down. This is a range, right? But this is a very tradable range we have here on gold. Since we are going putting our stop loss at current candle high, would you manage to trade with your stop loss? You can't manage it right now. You can't manage it right now. For us to manage the trade here, you're gonna need to force some type of closure below the support here, or some type of closure on the next candle. Let's say the next candle here decides to come down like this, and it makes the high. After that candle makes the high, then you can move your stops that kind of high. But right now you can't really do anything. This is just your stops. This is the minimum you can put as the most logical sense right now. Yeah, but right now, yeah, obviously you can't do shit. This is gonna be a 10 pip stop for now. Hey guys, the reason why probably guys are wondering why my stops are current candle is because the price were to come up, made a low already. Price came up. This is the previous high. Price were to come to break this previous high. Look left. We're gonna come up all the way up to here. If you come to break that high. So why'd you want to put your stops up here when you can put your stops right here, right? You're risking this for no reason at all, right? So that's why my stops are going to be right here. If price were to come up and break this high, then this trade would not make sense anymore, right? You gotta think of it like that. Because same way, if you were to get in on a trade on like over here somewhere, or like I say up here, where would you move your stops down to now? You can probably trade your stops moving it down to this kind of high now, right? Because you either way you understand that if price were to break this high, it will continue back up, even if you were to enter up here, right? So, same way you trail it, same way you should manage your stops. Same way you should have your stop losses. But I'm anticipating that this 30 minutes should close back in the range here. But let's see. If it closes bullish, I'll get out. I think that's the only way you can manage it right now. I think if it closes bullish, I'll get out. But bearish, I'm still gonna stay in here. Because 15 is still gonna close. The first 15 is still gonna close bearish here. How you don't want to wait for candle close? No, not to. That depends on the scenario. Depends on the trade scenario. We have different plays, like different entry types for different scenarios. Like in this scenario, you could enter off the candle closing as well. You could enter like this candle right here. This hourly candle. This current hourly candle. All that's up there. Target down here. But I think since the hourly candle closed pretty bullish, I wait for that support to kind of break. That candle kind of break. And then I think, yeah, 15 as well. You could enter like here as well on a candle closure here. It just depends on the scenario. And here it made sense as well because price made a support, made a resistance, closed bearish at resistance, kind of opening. Target could have been down here somewhere, right? I mean, both made sense. But in this case, I just gotta wait for the hourly candle to close.
Yeah, I think that first bearish 15-minute candle at resistance was probably like the best option.
Yeah, that was like 6,
but like the
6:30.
30-minute and hourly were still bullish, so
yeah.
I think if it breaks the high here,
back up. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, guys, 15 here is closed bearish here. Yeah, I've closed bearish, but very weak bearish. We're still kind of in here. I think once this counter here decides to come, if this counter here decides to come down like this, let's say it comes down, makes a high and flips bearish, I think you can move your stops up to like the current kind of high here. Of this one, so. But this candle here must respect this in order for us to continue down here. If we don't, then we're gonna come back up in the range here, and this is your previous range. Right? So we must respect this. Because if you break this high, look left here, we have pretty much clean traffic coming up. This is like a nice, you know, I think these are buys that Sam's looking at. And then you can say that, oh, we just reject off the 1 hour support here. Entry for a bit late. No, no, I won't say it's a bit late. I think this is the entry that we enter off of many times. It's just this counter here closed very weak bullish, very weak bullish. I think this kind of closes bullish has support. So if we were to come down and break this low, this is a seller replay. This is your support. If price breaking this is breaking structure to come down. This is a bullish candle, by the way, not a bearish candle. If this is a bearish candle, price were to come down and break this low, I would just wait for a closure below this range here. But since this is a bullish candle, price should not have broken this if it wanted to drive down. So. But yeah, if it were to drive back up again and break the current kind of high, you can say this is a liquidity wick because we broke the lows to continue back up in the range here, right? I support. But I don't think it's late. I think this is the entry that I enter off of FSC again, hundreds of times. It's just that you know, that entry that it's just that entry, you know, that you always see, and you guys probably see me enter this trade a lot of times before too. And it's only a time where I have sell stops. The specific play and the specific way counts close in this scenario. The only time you guys see me have sell stops or buy stops. This buy stops would be valid as well if this is like flip backwards. If this is like, if you had a bearish kind of resistance here like this, you know, come up to break the high like this, buy stops above that kind of high, coming back up to the range, you know. Same exact scenario, just flipped. Alright, this is a very probable setup. You know his thoughts right now. Some trade too. Yeah, this is a trade that I took. I think I took this trade twice this week. This setup. I took it on. Let's see. I think I took it on. I took it yesterday during the London session yesterday. I think it was around here. Around here. This is where I took it. I took it right here at London. We made a resistance here, right? As price made a resistance, we closed bearish at resistance. Once you broke that high, I entered a buy stop right here yesterday. This is the same trade. Just flipped. Took it all the way up towards like the next resistance here. But yeah, same exact setup. That was a trade I took. That's the only trade I took yesterday, I think. But it's my first trade of the day, so then again, like I can give it two opportunities. You know, first opportunity could be this one. After if this one doesn't play out, I'll actually wait for some type of closure below support. Again, on our next, like to say later on, we close bearish. I'll wait for that to happen and take sales come down. So yeah, two opportunities, you know.
Yeah, as long as candles are closing bearish.
Yeah, it must close bearish.
Good.
This next 15 made it high. It should continue down here towards like support here. After it makes that support, I'm gonna move my stops to that candle high, or maybe even that candle high. I think we'll risk like what? If that's the case, we'll probably risk. It'll be a 9 to like a 7. I mean, 2 pips. Doesn't mean much, but still pips. Yeah, this 15 minute hasn't moved yet. It's been like 5 minutes. This is the entry that I probably die for. If I were to pick one entry to enter off of for the rest of my life, it would be this one. And it's called a seller replay.
Hey Don, have we got any news today?
News? We have.
Check on Forex Factory.
We got USD at 830, some minor one. Right now we don't. We have. Yeah, we don't have much here. Nah, today's a pretty dead day. Unless you get some unexpected news, but other than that, I think unexpected news for the past like I think 10 hours, or we haven't got much. No. The last one's like 19 hours ago. That's the last. That was like a 5 yesterday. And I'm in 12 p.m. But yeah. Okay, it looks like we're about to break the highs here, and once we break these highs, these sells will be invalid after. Let's see. This count's coming close. It should break. It looks like it should break the highs. Being realistic. This could be the biggest stops of the week. I mean, stops of the month for me. I think 'cause my biggest stop loss of the month so far was 8 pips. Yeah, this could hit the 10 pips. Big stop of the month. I knew I needed more confirmation. It's gonna go down. Wasn't much to me, but hey, I mean, you guys could do whatever you guys want. I mean, this is just my trade. You know what I mean? This is a trade that I've ventured off of in the past before.
Bro. Into your own trades.
Yeah, like even the trades we win, if you're winning a trade, you'd be like, oh fuck, I knew I should have taken it. You know, same shit. Oh, you hit stop. Oh, I knew I should wait for something else. So I was gonna big that. Let's see though. Kinda hasn't broken the highs yet. Let's see what happens. This is the same play here on US30. It just flipped. Look at US30. Price mid of resistance here. Close bearish at resistance. We're breaking the highs here at resistance. You see this candle continue further up here. This hourly candle on US30. Same exact trade, but just flipped. So, let's see what happens. But this is the same exact setup to play, man. Same thing on gold here as well, you can say. Price me a support here on gold. Same trade. Price me a support here on gold. Price closed bullish at support here. Then that's kind of came down to break the lows. Bullish channel lows. It's going to continue back down to the next range. Same exact play again. Pretty high probable play. But yeah, I think
I'm gonna wait.
I think things right. If you knew, then you shouldn't have entered. I mean, it's easier said than done, right? But yeah, think of it like every trade that you enter, you gotta think of it this way. It's not just like, oh, that one trade hit stop loss, you know, it's a bad trade. No, you gotta take it multiple times for you to understand the what's it called? The sample size of it. You gotta have a sample size for everything. You know, of 100 times, how often would it play out? You know, you're not gonna enter a trade that plays out 10% of the time 100 times. You know, you rather enter a trade that plays out 8% of the time or 7% of the time that plays out. It's all probability, right? So if you enter a trade that plays out multiple times, why would you stop entering it, right? Or if you enter a trade that, you know, just never plays out probably twice out of 10 times, why would you enter it? This doesn't make any sense. Keep entering. Here's my number one tip for a lot of new traders. Whenever you have a new strategy, a new setup that plays out, or that's in your books, continue on the strategy. Let's say you learn a new strategy today, right? You learn a new strategy today, stick with it. Test it out. Test it out multiple times. It doesn't just mean test it out one time, hit stop loss. Okay, you know that strategy sucks. I'm gonna go to a new strategy. You have to test the strategy out multiple times, or that method, whatever you call it, that entry type, whatever you call it, right? And yeah, you guys try to eliminate what doesn't work for you and try to keep what works for you, and just continue on with what works for you. And that's one way to get better. Cause like last time I saw a message saying, you know, Don, I heard binary options is better than FX. I'm like, okay, yeah, it could be better, but like it doesn't mean like just because you saw someone else making money on binary, or saw someone else saying, oh, binary is better than FX, doesn't mean it's actually better. You actually gotta attempt it yourself. Same thing for this, you know. You actually gotta give it time, you know. The same way that for example, like that person was like, oh, I heard binary was better, I'm gonna get into it. They got into it because they heard that binary was better, but they didn't actually test it out. Same way, when they actually test it out and it doesn't work for them, they'll be like, oh fuck, this trade sucks. They give it one attempt. So you really think after one attempt things are gonna work out for you? Nah, man. You gotta give it some time.
I feel like if this setup happened at like 7:30, no, happened at like 8 or like, you know,
Yeah.
like 8:30 or something, it would have played out for sure.
I mean, shit. I think this next 15's a close bearish here. Honestly, yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
still
yeah.
good,
Obviously, 8:30. We have more. You have the volume, the NY push to happen, come down.
I think for this one there was like, it was just like too strong support to like
Really?
for me to take a anticipation entry.
I don't know. I think this is just the perfect setup for me. I don't know. Everything's is perfect here. 4 hour, 1 hour. I think it was pretty perfect.
On the 4 hour, to me, it looks bullish. Like
I mean, 4 hours.
until we like break this level, like
was
it's bullish.
But like, look, if we're making like a resistance here, okay, if price were to come down, make a like a, let's say you're gonna make a support here, get a range here, and we broke out resistance here to come up to make a new resistance. We made a resistance here. Price closed bearish at resistance. This kind of should continue back down to kind of fill the range. The 4 hour range here. Before it says go up. Something like that. Because this is all clean.
We made a support down here at like 136,500, and then came up to test the high, came down, and now we could be creating a support here. If not, the next level. If not, then we're gonna be turning.
Yeah, obviously if you close bullish here,
I
guess support will be created here, but I don't know. I think this is a perfect setup for me. That's it. Yeah, cause like if this kind of breaks the high here, it's gonna continue up, back up into resistance, right? It'll continue up like this. I got to retest the highs. I guess you can say. Then you look for buys above here. You can say that. Broke the lows, did it? No, I didn't break the lows, man. We did not break lows. The lows is down here now. This is the previous candle low. Yeah, price closed bullish here at like I guess support. Then I'm gonna get out here, guys. I'm gonna get out here. So instead of like 9 pips, I guess we got out around I think it was about 7 pips. So we saved like 2 pips there, I guess. You know, got out because like this 15 here closed bullish. Because for us to come down, I was expecting this 15 candle here to kind of close bearish below the range here, and for us to continue further down. But this one closed back up above support, and then this one closed bullish. It just didn't make sense anymore, right? Now I can see that we create like a little support here on 30-minute time frame. Create like a mini support here, and this is like your resistance. You probably can come back up in the range here if this is a liquidity wick on us. So if I were to take sells again, I think I'm gonna take an attempt once we actually get a closure below support here. But yeah, 15 closed bullish, it has a higher chance of continuing further up here. Look left, this is clean traffic, right? Coming up towards like 137, 259. Yeah.
Or is your MT5 tripping?
What do you mean?
There's like so many gaps. It's so weird.
No. Yeah, actually, yeah.
Did you just gap on this one?
On what time frame? Nah. MT5 looks fine. I mean, yeah, a low gap.
Actually, no, I reset it.
Yeah. A very minor one, not really. Yeah, the 15 had a little gap going up.
Like, it doesn't even... The 15's so weak on this, on MT5. Weird.
You're right, I tried about 20 strategies here, I should have stuck to one. Yeah, like, if I guarantee you, the number one issue people have in Forex, the reason why they lose money is because they... Actually, let me put the trades up on my screen first. You know, someone messaged me yesterday, tried to test me. They're like, Don, you took a loss yesterday on the streams, like 2 days ago. I think it was Tuesday, and they're like, you took a loss and you didn't show on your MT5. I'm like, I did show it. We took one loss that day. It was a $400 loss on GJ. That was our first loss of the week. Oh, man. So we don't always have to wait for the candle to close below our zone for us to enter. It depends on the scenario. This is just one of those. It's more of a just a little anticipation, but this is, I think, this is another setup that I had. Hey, yes, you go though. Same setup here. You know, kind of came down, made a resistance, came down, tapped support, as mentioned, right? Around 40 per range you got there. So should come down to support. And if this support breaks, we're going to continue further down here, back in the range. But yeah, Edson, like now that we have like, now that this did not play out, we have actually like came back into the range here, closing bullish back in the range here. I think now you're gonna need some type of closure below the support here for us to continue further down. So that's what I'm waiting for now. That's my second attempt for the day. You get closure like this, to continue further down like this. And obviously buys would be above here. If I were to take buys, I'll wait for us to break resistance here. This 30-minute closes in like 25 minutes, 15 closes in like 10 minutes, so see what happens here. Hey, sounds noise in the background. It sounds like you're shaking your leg.
Oh, my bad. Yeah.
This guy's nervous.
I'd be twitchy.
This guy's on that. So, you know, to give the trades one attempt today. The sells might give it another opportunity later on, once we actually close here. Ooh, coming back down here. Okay. We closing like, I think if we kept the original stops here. Actually, we got stopped out. This count came up to hit pretty much like it was like a half a pip. Yeah, the spreads would definitely got it here. Ooh, came down here. Okay. I guess you could say the same for here. 30-minute just broke the lows. 30-minute here candle closed bullish on support. Same scenario from earlier. We're breaking on lows now. We should continue further down here on GJ. I'm not gonna enter here. I'm gonna wait for a closure in the range here. But this counter here should lead us coming down towards support here. So now your people say, "Oh, Don, you should have held this and that." Nah, man. You guys are the same type of people that say, "Don, why are you gonna sell here?" You know. I think if you kept the original stops and you put a little higher, I think stops a little higher, I think it would have been in still, but I doubt it. Res would have got me. She's very hard trade this week. I don't think it was very hard. It wasn't that bad. This week isn't that bad. I had a very good week so far. Like a decent week. This is like my second loss of the week. Second loss of the week. I see though. Still the end of week. Week's not over yet. I don't think this hourly candle came up to flip bullish. I don't believe so. This hourly candle made a high here earlier, cannot break the lows. I mean, and within this candle here, it looks easier said than done now. Sales there coming down, but I think this candle here, obviously it came out bullish on a 15, 30 minute. It came up to almost break the current candle highs, but it never broke the current candle highs. So then it started to flip back bearish here. So it didn't actually break structure. But spreads definitely would have got me if I would have put my stops there. If I were didn't close manually. Yeah, let's see. Yeah. Alright, 15 closes in like 7 minutes here. Let's see. If your answer sells as a candle closes below for the range here, you think stops would be about 12 pip stop or like a 24 pip target. Not bad. Yeah, GG is much better than 2 weeks ago. 2 weeks ago was pretty dead. This week, I think it was much better. Definitely.
And the MT5 and the trading view were like so off.
Yeah, I'll switch your the trading view broker.
Oh, it's been fine like all this time. I don't know what's because last night during Asian my shit was tripping on MT5. I don't know, actually it might be fun.
EJ trade from today running. Nah, let me take a look. Okay. We close in 5 minutes. The last thing you should probably worry about is if you this trade continues to come down, kind of retest the lows without entries. I think every trader's fear to miss a trade. But you gotta wait for your confirmations now, right? There's having a little bit, yeah, having a little bit of the high as well. But I closed manually, so I don't know what would happen if it came up like that again. I'm not sure. Copy, paste. Price ranging, buy and sell options if candle closes and breaks fire resistance. Oh, I think this is a very good entry. 6 minute candle closes bearish. Next one candle start pushing down below 5 minute candle close bearish. Enter response for risk better. Trade bullish candle. And look at the top. Yeah, I think this is a good entry. I think yeah. Personally, the resistance here, stay below the resistance. Close bullish or still below. This counter here closed bearish at resistance. I think you took sells coming down. I think this is a very clean entry. Very clean entry. I think you can zoom in a little bit to make it much easier for your eyes. But yeah, other than that, I think this is a very good entry. The same way you manage it, 8% closed, very good entry. Yep. All right, it's 7:40. That was a long trade. I think we're in that trade for like 30 minutes. That was a long trade. ADM would open up here. We should continue different down here for any ADM opening. Trade bullish from here, man. I don't know, man. I'll say we're bullish if we break this high, come back in the range here. I think those are nice buys, but here, I don't know. I mean, it makes sense if you can't toss some bombs here. It makes sense to buys here, right? But I don't know. I think we're pretty bearish here, coming back down the range here. Should continue down towards like 136, 8 through 7 here. target if we stay below 137.120. Yeah, this 15 kind of must close below though. If it closes above, then obviously there's no sells. We could reject to come back up, but if it closes below here, breaking support, I think it's a good indication that we're going to continue down here to retest the lows. I mean, to back in the range. A minute left. Let's see. Because right now you have a stop of 12 pips around there, or 25 pips. I feel like the same people that that will say I think the same people that would say from earlier I knew I shouldn't have entered this and that, or I knew that it was risky. I've seen people say that I should have held the trade, you know. I should have held it, man. I should have never closed, or after they close in profit, oh man, I should have held it. It came down there 30 pips. It's all emotions, man. Yeah, you can't have those emotions because of trading. Once you get in a trade, you must stick to the plan. You can't say, I should have not got it in, I should have done this, should have done that. It's never gonna work out. Trading is not, you know, you go back in the past and fix your mistakes like that. No, man, it's you fix your mistakes for the future. So it's not, yeah, I should have done this, should have done that. It should have, it's you know, not gonna work. John, would you say stay with the trade at the 15 minute of the hourly candle and the 1 hour didn't have much wick to leave? I mean, I'm not in it right now. Like this kind of here closed kind of, we kind of closed back above. See, we didn't really close below, so we start to reject off of it. I think if this kind of were closed below, we would have entered a sell. But yeah, I think so that close above support resistance here. Above support, there's no sells. But the last 15 minute, if you're asking just in general, if the last 15 minute hourly candle didn't have much of a wick to leave, it depends though, because with the ADM opening, the NY opening, you could kind of anticipate volume to push in. But I mean, it makes sense now, right? Because okay, look, so what we have now is we have the 745 candle here, kind of rejecting the support, right? So if the next 15 minute candle, which is the ADM opening candle, comes down and close bearish below here, I think those sales would be much better because that's the ADM opening. And then obviously the 1 hour would be bearish at the time, right? But I think you definitely need to close below. But yeah, I know what you mean. I avoided the first position I wanted to enter was like around here. Where was it? It was around this 30 minute candle earlier. The sell here from here. I would have entered this position coming down towards here, stops previous candle. But I think what would have happened was it was the last 15 minute of the hourly candle, right? So it didn't make any sense. I mean, it came down like what? 11 pips, yeah. Same situation. It was like an hour ago at 6:45. Same situation. Yeah, because usually the last 15 the hourly candle usually makes a wick, right? Because the hourly candle has to have some sort of wick. For example, like here, for example, like even this candle here. Like look, we came up. This is the hourly time frame. The last 15 minute candle came all the way down to close bearish. 30 minute closed bearish, but the hourly still closed bullish. Came up to foot a wick, right? Or same for this candle. The last 15 minute candle closed bearish to leave this wick to come up. I mean, that's usually why I stay out the last 45 minutes. I mean, 15 minutes of a candle usually. But sometimes with the NY open, we can start to continue to push down. Who knows? But yeah. Can I talk about gold? A good lecture you already did. Yeah. I think I said we're gonna come down to kind of retest this low here, which what we did. Kind of closed bearish at resistance, made a resistance, came down to retest the lows. I think if you break below the support here, you can continue further down here, back in the range here. And obviously buys would be like above this resistance, right? But I think as of right now, I think sells would be valid below here, coming down. All right, let's see how this like last 15 closes here. Not bad. If this kind of were to come down close like this, we'll have around a 15, 14 pip stop, 13 pip stop maybe. Close below like this. Not so bad. Unless this candle makes a higher wick up here and closes, then we'll have a bigger stop, but I don't think I'll enter if that happens. Should be fine. Watch it flat on 25 pips? Yeah. I'm gonna start for you, your GPY. Where would you put TP? I think that question you should ask yourself, where would you put TP? When you enter a trade, you should ask yourself the two questions. Where's your stop loss and where's your TP? If you don't know where your stop loss is, you shouldn't enter a trade, right? Or same with TP. You gotta know your targets. Or you gotta have a general idea where your target will be. Even if you don't place a TP, you must know like a general target area where you get out the trade. Because if you don't have a TP, you're gonna hold the trade forever, and you're never gonna want to get out. And once it hits an initial level, it bounces back, rejects, come back to your entry. You're gonna be like, fuck, I should have closed. So you must have a TP. But let me check for you. Let me check where I'll put my TP. I think target for sells, I think would be, you gotta sell, right? I'm guessing, yeah. So if you got it, oh, this is so clean, man. Broke below support, close bearish here. I think I'll put my TP around 123.649. Or yeah, I'll get out right now actually. I think I'll get out around this area. Right here. Because this is a pretty heavy support. So I'll get out right now, and then I'll look to enter more positions if the next candle decides to kind of close bearish below support here. Coming down towards here. I think these are very clean sells you had here. I'm guessing you got an opening on this candle, stops previous candle high. Made sense. It made sense. See, I was expecting GJ to do that, but you know, GJ hasn't been doing that. You have been actually about Imagine Trades, man. We have a whole video on YouTube about Imagine Trades, man. Type exclamation point video, it'll pop up. Exclamation point video in the chat, it'll pop up. I always wanted to say that. Okay, we can officially say it now that we have the features for it. Do exclamation point video, it should pop up. No caps, all lowercase. Yeah. Video? There you go, latest video, go watch it. How keep your lashes short. How do you create that bot? You know, we're just goats, you know. Nah, it's a feature. It's called Nightbot. The only thing I don't want is I don't want the Nightbot to be there, but I mean it's fine. If you click on the video, you're gonna go here, open up link in a new tab. Oh, you know what's even better? I think it opens up the video on the side, right? Oh no, it doesn't. Okay, never mind. On this it did. Okay. Hey, by the way, if you guys are enjoying the stream though, make sure you leave a message. I mean, not leave a message. Make sure you leave a like and subscribe if you guys haven't yet. All right. Can't hear? What do you mean you can't hear? Should be fine. I think you muted me, man. You can't change his name? No, I can't. I can't. Unfortunately. Optimistic dislike. Nah, you know what? In this world, you can't win. You can't have everyone on your side, right? So I appreciate the dislikes as well because dislikes, and people are always gonna show hate. Or maybe they just don't like my stuff, you know, and that's fine. I mean, you have people that like my stuff, people that don't like my stuff. That's fine. Everyone's gonna have opinions, right? I'm not here to tell someone they must watch the streams, they must enjoy the streams, they must like it, you know. It's all if you love it, you love it, and a lot of people love it, so that's why I'm gonna keep doing it every day. Okay, we close to 5 minutes here, and it looks like we're gonna have a decent close, but we might miss a trade. Let's see. US should continue up here. Once this alley closes back in the range here as well, oh man, you're gonna see it going back up here. See where it closes. Oh, what up, Wix9? You're here. What's going on, Wix9?
Nothing. Lowered my lots. Lowered my lots for next week.
You told me. That's fine. How's it feel?
Feels good to lose $60.
10 pips lost, 0.50. Yeah, about $60. How about before? It was like what, 6 lots?
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, I would have been upset if I didn't lower my lots right now.
I mean, don't you feel more comfortable? Or a little bit?
Yeah, because I'm taking...
Wait, did you see that trade earlier?
Trades.
That GG trade?
Yeah.
So? Yeah, it's started to play.
Yeah, no, I took it, but it would have never hit my stop.
Wait for your stops.
Had them at 9.5 pips, 9.5 pips.
You closed Manji because it closed bullish?
Yeah, as soon as it closed bullish, I closed.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think that candle ever broke that hourly high that it made.
Yeah, no, it did. After it did, like right after. At first it didn't. Like at 7:30 it didn't, but the candle at 7:45 did. Like the current candle right now. If you take a look at it.
Oh
Look
yeah.
very closely. Yeah. I would have got stopped on this candle, which is pretty surprising, because they actually closed decently strong but bearish. But I mean, we closed anyways. Yeah, take a look at Nasdaq. Okay. Nasdaq. Nas 100. Same thing, right? Actually, no. You can send me a chart. If you send me a label chart on it, I'll take a look at it. Give me your breakdown. Give me your perspective on it, right? Take a look at it. Stops paying their stops. No, I don't think stops are that big. Stops are 16 pips, 15 pips. I mean, this count's probably gonna retrace a little bit. Think of it that way. We're probably gonna make us some type of wick here and close bearish somewhere around here. So let's see. Yeah, if you close too low though, I'm gonna not enter another position. You're waiting this trade I took on London Open. Let me take a look. I'm guessing you took sells, right? Yep. I think this is the same one someone took earlier. Isn't it crazy how everyone's taking the same type of entries now? No, pretty cool. Clean traffic here, nice. 2 impulse as bearish candle broke the lower previous candle, anticipating letting open the volume to push price down. Yes. Same exact trade we have now, but with the NY open, the volume. Yeah, I think this is a pretty clean entry. Yep. Stops right there. Current candle gone right here, I'm guessing. I think it made perfect sense here. That was current candle, TBS support. Yep, I knew it, right? Current candle, read it. Close 9% here at 10 pips to the runner. Nice. I think runner's position, guys. I think runner positions, when you guys have runner positions, I think you should just, I think runners are just meant for like long positions. Like let's say if you have a runner, I think you should close like 60%, 50% max, I think, of the runner position. I mean, you could close more, but I think if you want to have a decent runner that would make it, because runners, the more runners is supposed to make you more money than your actual position, right? So when you close like a 9% and leave 10%, you might as well close the whole entire position. I mean, you know what I mean? But it's just how I use runners. Like whenever I have a runner, let's say it goes down 100 pips, I want that 50% to go down 100 pips. The other 50% was at 10 pips already. We'll close at 10 pips. So that's just my opinion on runners. But I mean, yeah, I mean, whatever works for you guys, obviously, right? But that's just how I would do with runners. The GG, when I would close the GG leads with no bound wick, will it hold you back from taking the trade or not? Yes, because this is a whole hourly candle, and yeah, that would bother me a lot, and that would not make sense for me to take sells. But yeah, I think it's gonna leave a wick here. Should leave a decently strong wick. Let's see if it closes at around like 137.081, that'll be perfect for us. There we go. GJ listens to me right there. See, 081, and then I'll just say that. Oh man, I got a position here, guys. Oh man, I got an opening here. .081. GG just listens to me there. I think stops. Yeah, my stops are all up previous candle here, and the targets will be around like this area right here, 136. This is my trade. Ah, fuck. No. I think once like we break this low here, I think you can move your stops to this kind of high here if you didn't get in on opening. I've gone around like this area, around here somewhere. So giving this trade a second attempt here. Let's see what happens. A 13 pip stop for a 24 pip target.
It's kind of annoying how it came straight down like that.
Yeah. I entered a bit earlier, that's why, before this camera actually closed. A bit. I had like an entry trick around here. But it closed right where I mentioned 081. I was like, GG, very close at 081. Last second, just shoot up to 081. Sign.
Literally 08. Yeah.
Literally 081. It came down to here, last second, just made wicked up. Yeah, so yeah, I think this is a very simple trade here. This is a very simple concept that I know a lot of you guys probably understand more than the other concept earlier. A simple closure below and expecting price to continue down here. That's how that was. You might get a wick being created here. This kind of could come up to make a wick here somewhere, but I think that's not either way. You should respect this high if it wants to drive down here. But yeah, we're about to make a new low soon once we break that low here. The reason I'm saying that is because like the alley candle has no top wick. Well, it has a low wick, but just a nib. I'm expecting a bigger top wick on this. But yeah, should make some type of wick here or something here.
Do you ever feel like you get deja vu, like when you're looking at the charts?
Yes, because we enter the same trades all the
I
time.
know. It's
We
like,
enter the same trades, literally the same like 5-6 trades all the time. It's like, yeah, I've seen this shit happen before. But yeah,
like
like
it's
the
like that
setup
feeling you
is
get
just
of like
like,
when you have deja vu, and then like you're just like looking at the chart, and you're like,
yeah.
yo, like
I mean, it's a
I've
good
seen
thing.
this
It's a good
exactly.
thing. It's like you're consistent, you know. When you don't have deja vu, that's when you should worry.
It just feels like it's like the exact same like thing as you saw before, but like, you know, it's just like you've been looking at it for so long that.
Took from today 2 trades only and played out nice. Nice. Let me take a look. Wait, are you in this trade? I know you didn't take the first trade because you were about that support, but how about this trade?
Me?
Yeah.
No.
In traffic. Is this the same chart? Wait, wasn't this someone else's chart? So confused. Oh no, there we go. Copy. Can I create a low? So cool. We made a support here. Kind of close bullish support, create support, nice. And back up, close bearish resistance. You had a range here, right? Didn't have a range, I think. Or strong bearish candle create resistance. Entered a low risk sell position with anticipation for price to retest the previous support, and now I see open push the price lower. This is GJ 30-minute time frame. Oh shit! I think this is Wait, did you get in on the alley kind of where we got in, but you put stops up here? Because if you did that, then I think you stay alive, obviously, right? But I mean, if you got in on this opening after we closed bullish here, a bit risky, but I mean it played out. Came down here, lost break even. Yeah, it made sense. I wouldn't have entered this trade here on the opening of this candle though. I would have entered on the opening of this from where I entered, but my stops would have been here. I don't know if I would have put stops here though. I mean, but yeah, in this case it played out. It's at 4. Well, I don't know what 4 is, man. 4. What time is it for you? Oh, you entered at 4. Here, that's 4, or you mean like 4 your time? I don't know what time it is for you, man. Oh shit, it is backwards, sorry. Thank you, Aunt Will. Uncle Will. You were saying goes buy here? I know, man. Look at this. This is the same entry we have for GJ. Look at this 4 hour here. 4 hour made a support here. We're breaking our lows here. We're going to continue back down the range here. A lot of tops and bottom trades we say buys here. So enter buys here. On this, the first entry was here. On this right there. Second entry was probably going to be right here at the wick. As it wicks down further, they're going to enter another entry. 3 entries for the buys, man. And it just you know, constant bottoms, man. You're never gonna know when a count's gonna continue or flip, man. That's why you wait for counts to close. But yeah, man, You start gold's continue down here. Gold should be clean to come down towards like 1907, man. Should be very clean. Damn. Good morning. Sound like a pig.
Samurai, hop on that big coffin.
Yeah, Samurai, what's going on?
Good morning.
Man got the coronavirus.
No, don't say that. Don't say that.
I think he got tested already. I mean,
Yeah.
I mean, if you got tested, I feel like there's no point getting tested now. Because if you get tested, literally 14 days after, or next day you can get it, and you never know. Like,
Yup.
you might as well get tested every day, you know? Because if you know you have it, you have it. But if you don't know you have it, then you might as well just quarantine it out. You're on your way there, you get tested, you're gonna get to catch a virus somewhere. Yeah, keeping that on 7. Yep, that should be good.
How's everyone this morning?
I took a 1 trade so far today. I took a 1 loss so far. This is my second attempt for the sells here, though. I'm giving it.
You're in the trade right now?
Yes.
Ooh,
I gave sells a second attempt.
look at gold.
After waiting for close. I think in this case, if you enter out the 4-hour time frame, I don't think you need to wait for a close here. This is the same. This is a setter replay that we had earlier. From earlier, and this kind of broke the lows. This is what I was expecting for GG from earlier. But I didn't play out earlier. But yeah, it should continue down here. Based on the 4-hour time. This is a 4-hour time frame trade. About a 1-on-1 you have there. But yeah, obviously on a smaller time frame, price should like respect this high here if it wants to drive down now. Makes sense, right? On a small time frame as well. It makes sense. I think once gold passes this wick here, you should get a waterfall coming down. Passes this wick right here. This range here, you should see a waterfall coming back down the range. Oh,
Okay.
what happened here?
Yeah.
What happened here, guys? Let's see. Come close. I want to see what happens here on gold. More than I do with GG, to be honest. GG broke the lows. That's cool. We broke the lows here. I think I'll move my stops up to the current candle high. Yep, I'm moving my stops to the current candle high right here. Pretty much break even for my trade. Because we broke the lows, right? If we're breaking our lows, this is our new low, this is the new previous high. We shouldn't break this if we want to drive down here. So.
If you get a big one, post on them.
DJ's just kind of choppy.
Yep. And I'm out. I am out on this trade, guys. I break even. Well, negative like a pip or a break even. Same thing. Yeah, I got out because like price didn't really follow what I did, you know. I mean, it can still come down here, obviously, right? But on this in this scenario here, since we made a new low, came the price break the high, I was expecting this to kind of continue further down here. But I guess you can see that like as we failed to came back up to kind of flip bit bullish again, we're respecting the support here, right there. So I'm out of the trade at break even. If you guys are still in, then that's fine as well. I mean, it has to respect this high though if it wants to drive down though. It must respect this high. But yeah, I got out here. Let's see.
I think if the 15-minute closes, I have a support at 137.030. I think if it closes below there, then 137.035.
I mean, I had 2 positions on a trade. I kept like 1 running, but
Yeah.
Don, do you not trade gold anymore?
I'm returning. I thought you noticed. I'm returning. I'm returning in January. I took a break from. Oh my God, guys, look at that. Look at gold. If you guys caught gold sells, congratulations. Man, the double top and double bottom traders would have been got stopped out here. Oh man, look at that. Right below 1907. Then if I has like just waterfall territory, broke below there. This is clean, man. It should be headed down towards 1907 here. Just perfectly clean, right? The 4 hour broke it down to 4. How like 4 hour didn't have was gonna continue down here. Same set of replay coming down.
No, I didn't catch it.
And there
I was
we go.
waiting till the close of the candle.
Yeah.
That would have been the play, right? To wait till the close of the candle, right?
No, on 4 hour time frame, not really. 4 hour time frame.
Oh, you were looking at the 4 hour.
It was a set of replay. Yeah, in this case, I was looking at it from that perspective. Yep.
Okay.
I mean, I'm still in GJ here.
But if you got entries on the 4 hour, where would your stops have been?
It was more for like just the verse perspective. I would have put my stops on the 15-minute low, to be honest. This cannot, because like, if the 4 hour were to break the lowest here, I would put my stops on like the current 15 low, like probably around like low right here, like 1914 or even like 1915, a 20 pip stop. And that's a pretty tight stop for gold, to be honest. 20 pip stops.
It's pretty tight for gold.
Yeah, pretty tight for gold. But that was like the previous 15, previous 30. There you guys have it. There's gold. Let's see how GG plays out now. I mean, I'm still in GG
I
here.
think it possibly could go down to 1901.
If it breaks that support, I think it'll go down to
I'm looking at it on
yeah,
the 4 hour chart.
1900, yeah.
Yeah.
1900.
Yeah, 1900 or so.
Yeah. You know, someone earlier mentioned buy gold here, you know, the double bottom, you know, and I can see why.
You my waterfall here.
Yep. I still have a position here. I took 2 positions here, guys. I took one with a 3 lot size and one with a 5. I closed one with a 3. I only have a 5 lot size now on gold on GJ. But moving my stops up. 137.01.
Astro Creep, you just bought it.
I think my entry on this 5 lot though was a bit lower. It was at 137.056, so 137.056 around here. And then stops like right here for me. But I'm gonna move this to break even now. And I'm taking it down towards here. Because this 15 here has like no top wick here. And close and open up no top wick. So like we have a little things to secure as well, like a pip or 2 in advance. So if this kind of were flip bullish, it would make sense anymore, right? So yeah. Break even pretty much. I'm also working on like stacking positions. I'm kind of working on that. Something I'm working on for the rest of the year. For lower account size, obviously. Cause if I'm using a lower account size, I'm gonna work on like kind of like stacking positions, and you know like adding positions, and when it close, you know. I think what I'm gonna do for 2021 though is work my runners though, because runners are tough for me. Cause whenever runners play out, like they play out probably like 20% of the time, and when they play out, it makes you a lot of shit. But I think what I'm doing is I'm open to, usually with runners what I'm doing now is I'm open 2 positions, and one position is gonna be the runner, and one position is gonna be the actual position of my trade. So I'll always secure 10 pips on like our original position. I think that's what I'm gonna do. Let's say yeah, I got stopped out here, break even. Let's say like I open like GJ sells, for example, or gold sells. I would have opened like, let's say open like a 5 here and a 3 here, and I would have left the 5, I would have closed the 5 at 10 pips or whatever, and I left 3 running still, coming down towards like the initial TP. So have like multiple positions open. But yeah. Oh my god. Sometimes you scare me. Stop spamming caps warning. Oh, it says that? Oh shit, that's funny. So I think Forex Spider is gonna get that message quite a lot. And keeps saying sometimes you scare me. That's cool. You can put all caps and stuff. What else does this bot have here? Yeah, but yeah, guys, I think that was my last trade of the day probably. Took 2 attempts on it. 1 break even, 1 played out. I mean, 1 didn't play out. So that's fine. But of course, you know, last year kept small, right? Stop spamming symbols. There you go. You can't spam symbols no more. I knew it. Right when you said it, it just showed. That's funny. Today I have a total of a $462 loss. Second loss of the week.
Don, who's Nightbot?
That's a moderator I have, man. Leave it alone. If you do exclamation point, I think you're late. If you do exclamation point like video or exclamation point no wick, it'll show you videos to whatever you're looking for. So I'm probably gonna have exclamation point like candles, exclamation point ranges in the future for more videos. I'm gonna link it to that bot. But yeah, it'd be pretty cool. Cool bot.
Are you serious?
Did anyone get in gold, by the way? No, I know Gigi's a bit choppy today, but we also broke down gold. I think that was a. I think I played out pretty well today.
Astro Creep, you took those buys seriously? Good job.
Yeah. Cause we broke I mentioned gold sells like right when we broke the lows here on the 4-hour time frame. Cause take a look at this. Take a look at this, guys. Take a look at this. I'll put it in the most simplistic way for you guys. Look what happened. Look what price did last night. You know. Look what price did. Came up, right? We came up. We made support here. Then we came up, right? Then we made a resistance. Actually, I'm gonna make this a little pink. Make it easier. So we made a support here, then came up to make a resistance. If we're making a resistance right here at these levels, and price is closing bearish at those levels, because price can't just keep going up forever. We gotta make some resistance at some point. So then what we're gonna do after we create resistance, what's the next step? To create support, right? So we made support where? Right here on gold. So now this is like your little range that you have here. So think of it this way: if price is bullish here, where are the levels that price could retest at? Probably this level to go up, right? But if this support fails to hold and that retest fails to hold, where are we gonna go? Back down. Then where would we go to? The next support level, probably down here. So that's what price did. Price came down to the next support level because they failed to break this, right? On a small time frame, could have had entries here coming back in the range, right? And then what happened later? If price were to not respect this to go up again, where would it go now? It'll come down to the next level. It'll come down to this level right here, and that's what I was looking at. And this 4-hour candle gave us a nice entry right there, the same exact scenario. And think of it this way: if you were to have Fibonacci's on your chart, this is the reason I don't use Fibonacci's, by the way. But if you were to have Fibonacci's on your chart, where would these levels show you? 23. Take a look at this: 23.7, 38.2, 61.8 retracement. And if you use a fib, you would have got stopped out on each fib retracement. But if you were actually follow price action and follow structure, you would understand what support was and how it was going to be respected and how it was going to be broken. So that's why we use fibs, because we can just identify fibs just by using ranges. and looking at it from our own perspective instead of relying on some type of indicator with some round numbers on them. You know what I mean?
So is the play? Let me ask you: is there any other play left in this in gold today, or is it?
Well, not right now. I think right now on a small time frame, you must close below like 1907 in order for us to turn down to 1901. But yeah, another thing, guys, like we made a low here, so price made a high here, strong resistance there. Now price is making out like a support right here. This is like your big range you're in. If price were to come down and break the support, we're gonna continue further down, back in this range down here, like in 1982, 1990 levels, right? But yeah, that's gold for you. It's that simple. Look, if you pull up a Fibonacci, it's gonna show up the same numbers. Take a look. Fib tracement from like here to here, you know, 38.2 failed, 50 failed, 61.8 failed, came all the way down here. You know, Fibonacci's, you rather just use your own eyes and fibs, right? Makes more sense. I seen a break and retest on confluence with my goal and Fibonacci's on TPU. Smash let me trade.
So Don, at this current point, under no circumstances would you take a trade in gold?
Wait, talking about like, just in general, a general question, or like me?
Yeah,
like,
general question. I'm talking about general
like,
for you.
Would I trade gold, like, because I'm taking a break, or like you're talking about like?
No, I know you're taking a break and everything. I'm saying,
like,
but if you saw a good setup like you did just a while ago,
no,
you would not take a opportunity on that.
No, I had a plan. I had a plan to kind of backtest it from here until January, and I'm returning January. I'm not gonna, you know, mess up.
Okay.
Summer, I think you should start to mark up charts.
No.
Start to give your point of view on.
No, I think he's asking if I would take a trade, even though I said I'm not taking a trade till January.
Yeah, like I know you.
Oh, I thought you meant like right here. Would you take a trade?
No. I was thinking okay, like I know he's waiting till January.
Yeah.
But if he just saw a great setup, would you take advantage of it?
No. Same way for me to like kind of stick to my 2 trades per day. If I were to break that, it's the same plan. Because I made a plan for me to take 2 trades per day only.
Understood.
And if I break that plan, it's me breaking my rules, and I know what it's gonna do to me. Same way for this, right? I have a plan to trade in January. If I break that, I'm gonna start to break other rules as well and create other bad habits. So you must stay disciplined to that, man. Whatever you say, you must do. You know. Whatever you say, you must do. I mean, for all we know, GG continued coming down here. I mean, we came up to retest this. Remember I said earlier, coming down here. I'm fine to miss the entire trade. I'll call it a day as it is. We know where it's gonna go here. We know it's gonna come down to the support. You know, as good as it looks here. We took our 2 trades for a day though. Well, I did. I don't know about you guys, but therefore I'm not in this trade. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, gold. I think this chart that he sent here, he sent us on a 3-minute time frame. Oh my god, 3-minute time frame. I think what you have here is you have a resistance form here. If you just remove the fib, right? Remove that. Yeah, I think you have like a resistance formed here. And then okay, let's see, remove that. You then have like a resistance form here. You then have like a little support form down here. I think TP for me, if I were to enter this position, I would look for sells as price starts to like break lows here, made it close bearish at resistance, to come down to tap this area. My TP would have been right here at 1914 in this situation. But yeah, I mean, you base your TP off of a fib. I mean, makes sense, right? But yeah, still played out. How does ICT call it? Liquidity void? I don't know, man. I think I call it a wick. Oh, Zerx, you have a good one. Server play. I'm gonna write that down. I'm gonna make a exclamation point thing for that too. A command. And also like the watt move and all that. So Someone write that down.
Didn't go to bed at 3:15 last night.
Damn, Samurai. Shit.
I
Oh, I
couldn't
made a chopped cheese sandwich yesterday. Is my boy Loopy in here?
No, I'm not gonna do it. We're not doing it right now. It's too early. We are not doing it.
All right, I'll save for later. No, but it was so clean. Look at this. Oh man, I made the best chopped cheese sandwich of my life.
Just
Sam,
so the chat,
Sam, rate this from 1 to 10. Rate this from 1 to 10.
just so the chat knows, I did not bring up sandwiches today.
Yo.
You made that?
Yeah.
That just looks like a burger, bro, on a ciabatta bun.
All right, bro. I'm gonna boot you from the.
Oh,
Nah, but it's
I'm
with the
taking
chopped
my
cheese.
ball
It's
and
with the
glove.
chopped
Yo, I
Yo,
cheese.
swear
hold on.
chopped cheese has to be on like a
long
like
bun.
not like a long roll, you know?
Yeah. I didn't have that, so I used this. But like,
Yeah, so
inside
that makes it a
I
burger.
mean, there was onions. Yeah, but like the thing was still chopped though.
Why am I
Meat.
not seeing it? I'm looking on
True.
the YouTube and Zoom, and I don't see it.
Go back a little bit, Samurai. You'll see it.
Oh, okay.
Go back like 20 seconds.
I feel like if you show that to like a person in New York, they would
No.
slap you.
I showed him about Loopy in New York.
Yes,
He's
Sam.
from Brooklyn. He's
exactly.
like, no, he's like, I did good. Put your friends on.
Yeah.
So
Samurai would beat your ass if he
What
was.
the hell is this? What is this? Yo, man, go somewhere with that. Nah, man, go somewhere with that. We don't want that. What is that?
Yeah, Don, what is that, bro?
someone asked me. This was in the chat.
Looks
Someone
like
asked
sloppy
me.
joes.
Hey,
Exactly.
hey.
Sloppy
out.
Joe. That's what it looks like. That's what I was thinking. Yeah, looks like Sloppy Joe. All right, come on, man. Let's wait. Please, let's wait till 9 o'clock.
Hey,
Sloppy
someone
joes
asked
get
me a
stuff.
question.
Can't even lie.
Someone asked me a question here. It wasn't in the Zoom or it wasn't in the chat, user chat, but it was a Telegram message. But I think it'll help for a lot of people. They're like, "What's up, Don? I had a pretty terrible week, 3% loss. But as far as risk management, I feel like I did a pretty good job. This is a $500 account. Should I backtest more over the weekend, or should I do after such a bad week, or what should I do after such a bad week?" And the answer to that is, you should always backtest your losses. Remember how I said yesterday how you should always look at your losses again and look at what you could have done better, or even your wins in general. Look at what you could have done better within that win. I feel like it shouldn't just be like, oh, I had a bad week this week, I'm gonna backtest throughout the whole weekend. It should be like, you should backtest the trades that you took, see what you did wrong. And it's not gonna be like, oh, I should wait for this to close, should wait for that to close. It should be more in depth. Like, you should look at it from like every perspective, every time frame, you know, from every situation. So, but yeah, that's my number one tip, I think. Because the loss I took today, the 7-pip loss, I mean, I can look back at it. I know it's a trade I'll take multiple times. I can look back at it and be like, oh, maybe I should have had my stops bigger. But in that case, it's being realistic. I don't think I would have done that even if I were to go back to the same trade again. I think in this case, I don't know what I've done actually. I got spent on this today, probably looking at this trade to see what I would have done wrong, but done better. But in this case, it was a pretty valid trade. But yeah, I think backtesting though, you should always look at the trades that you took throughout that week, every single trade, and see what you could have done better, or what you could have done to avoid the loss on a trade you took. That's the number one tip. But yeah, GJ here, this counter here kind of closed bearish here. We kind of closed bullish below this resistance. I think this trade is still valid to come down here. We're still expected to continue down here. The only issue you have now is your entries, where you're gonna enter. But yeah, I'm not gonna look for any entries. Kind of calling it a day. I'm almost 90% sure we're gonna continue down today. 90% sure we're gonna continue down towards the support. But it doesn't mean you enter, right? You save trades like this for better days. Because today was not a better day for me. I had a very good week. This is like my second last of the week. Took 2 trades today. Same sells, 1 break even, 1 loss, 7 pips. Yeah. And you're gonna have days like this, and days like this will test your discipline. And that's fine. So where's the dragon pattern today? I think the dragon pattern today is gonna be I think today you might have like a little cat pattern here. Look at this. You have a little like oh. You have like a little. Yeah, see it?
I'm at 0 trades.
Yeah,
for the
see my
day.
cat pattern? This is a cat pattern today, so we should continue down towards like the feet here. As you're coming down towards the tail. This is Sam's cat. 2-leg cat. Oh shit. I knew something was off about this cat. I think no, the feet's behind him. It's like over here somewhere, so around here. Makes sense? Among Us cat.
Y'all been running Among Us?
Your
My
friends?
friends?
It's pretty funny.
Okay, so fun.
Every sentence. That's
Yo, imposter is like, I feel like imposter you have to have some experience to be like good at imposter though.
Gotta be a good
So
liar.
that shit's hard, yeah. You gotta be a very good liar.
Yeah, I have to call you next level. Imagine Uncle
Just-
Ted. Imagine
yeah.
Uncle Ted playing Among Us. He would slap everyone
He
up.
would dominate instantly. Be like, it's just like poker, you know?
It's all psychology. It's all it is. Y'all like kind of play reverse psychology,
Yeah, it's hella-
psychology. Like
Yeah,
you
but
know.
it's also like memorization of like,
Yeah.
because you also like, if you're an imposter, you also have to have like alibi. So you want to like say like, I was here, I did a task here, and then you know.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel that. Let me post my results up. Two attempts. One last one. New York session. Hey, is anyone still in cells here on GJ? Is Ali looks clean? I mean, if you didn't take 2 trades for a day so far, I think you could attempt a third attempt. I mean, a second attempt or first attempt on whatever attempt you're on.
I only took that one buy today.
Opt out, break even or what?
Oh, it stopped out. I did like lower risk on that. Though.
Yeah, I was more bearish. Like over a day, I was bullish, but like in this sense, like, where price is doing it right now, whatever price is like the range we're in right now, I think I'm more bearish. Like right here, like I think buys
Yeah.
would have been up here. Like, I
think-
would have been really bullish, but I think sells, I think it was pretty valid.
Hmm.
Like usually, like we get the
Yeah.
direction right. It's just that the entries are sometimes doing. You just didn't give us the proper entry today.
I think for buys, I should have waited for more like confirmation on like a higher time frame.
Yeah,
Like if we feel like an additional like hourly close bullish, something like that.
yeah, because Ali was still bearish, right? Or
No,
Ali
hourly
was
was
very
bullish.
weak bullish.
Weak bullish, yeah. And it broke the lows.
Give me a second, guys. I'm just gonna post my results here. People are like, how do you always win? You know, you always win. You never lose trades, man. We lost 2 trades. We lost 1 trade today. I don't just post wins, man. I post my losses as well. And you guys are about to see it in like 2 seconds here.
We want to see your live account, bro.
Are you trolling or what? Gave this trade to opportunities. One loss, one break. Remember that, yo guys, remember that 2 weeks that we took like literally no trades within that week? It was like literally 2 trades. It was like there was no opportunities at all. That was a very weird week for GJ. Be right, quite honest with you. All right, that's for today. Okay, oh, I think we made a little, oh man, these are gonna be nice sells once we break the support. Oh. What happened?
Yeah, if this 15-minute closes like below the body of the previous 15-minute,
Yeah.
I'm gonna take that.
We kind of have like a minor resistance here. I'll say like, yeah, I feel like close below 15 here. We should continue further down here. Yep, should be clean. But as long as we stay above,
I think
like,
it's the 4-hour close is about to happen.
oh, are we? Oh man, this thing went by quick, man. I think 4-hour time frame came down towards our target, did it? Came near our target. Very close.
Zerks, that happens, man. No FOMO.
I haven't discipline tested earlier with that gold trade. I promise I wouldn't have only ticket trades. I caught first. Can't lie. I heard him dismiss that. Yeah, it'll be like that sometimes. Like you know, like especially if you're a streamer as well. Like I'm a streamer. Like whenever I finish my days pretty early, like around 7, and like I have to sit through the whole session not taking a trade. That tests my discipline, but that makes you better. That makes you better as a trader. Like same thing for gold. Like I saw gold, I knew it was gonna come down, but I didn't take it, right? Because I don't trade gold right now. But same thing for GJ. Like I know it's gonna continue down here today for the rest of the day, but I'm not gonna take any positions. Like those are my trades for a day, and that's all I'm gonna take.
You can hang out for
No,
45 minutes or so.
I'm gonna be on for like another
make
like
calls.
20, 30 minutes. But I'm definitely expecting GG to continue down here.
So what?
I'm definitely expecting GG to continue down here.
To the 1900. Yeah.
No, GJ.
I'm sorry.
136, 100.
Got gold on my mind.
Yeah. Gold must respect this resistance though.
See my glasses? I see gold. I see money. My hat, I wear money. My shoes, I'm walking with money.
Yeah. You know? People ask me how I'm so disciplined, especially I'm a young trader. I don't know, man. I'm just I don't know. I just understand that if I break my rules and I'm not disciplined, everything will fall apart. But I must stay disciplined, man. You just must stay disciplined. Even if you guys don't see results, you know, like when you're starting off with like being disciplined, you know, start off to become disciplined. Even if you don't see results going your way, like you have break-even weeks, you have break-even days, break-even months, that's still progress. I guarantee you, if you were not disciplined for that month and you did not go break even, you would have went with a loss that month. You would have had a losing month. You would have blown account for the month, blown account for the week, blown account for a day. But if you were disciplined, at least minimum you could have been break even.
Yeah.
Once you get to that break even point, it's a good sign that you're going up, because then eventually you're gonna get into profit wise and everything's gonna start to fall together. But that break even month is a good sign. I promise you, your first break even month will be the month where you try your best to become as disciplined as you can, and that's why you were break even that month. Because here's how the journey goes. The journey goes like this: you first have like losing weeks, you know, losing months, losing days, and then eventually you're gonna have break even days, and then once you have break even days, it goes up to profit days, right? But you gotta start somewhere with that discipline. Trust me, man. You gotta be disciplined, though. You must stay disciplined. I can't stress that enough, man. And there's no one's gonna like force you to not be disciplined. It's all on you, and you gotta do it yourself. No one's gonna sit there and hold your hand and be like, don't take a trade today. Don't take a trade today. I'm probably gonna tell you not to take a trade today. Don't take a third trade today. Don't overtrade. But you're not gonna listen to me, right? You're not gonna listen to me. You could easily just take a third trade and be like, oh yeah, Don doesn't know, you know, or you know, Lil Don doesn't know.
Lil Don.
And I promise you though, test it out. Test it out. Don't wait to see if it works if you test it out. You see how, you know, we're being consistent. We're consistent here, you know. Just test it out. Spend 6 months over trading, over leveraging, and then spend 6 months being disciplined. I promise you, being disciplined month will be 100% better than not being disciplined month. But the only way to see if something works is if you test it out, man. Trust me. Where's Ifty been? Been away lately. Past 2 days here.
See a break and retest.
That would be tough because we are very extended from that bearish sentiment. Agree? No, I think sells are still bad here. As long as we stay below like this area, 137, 120, we should continue down towards like the next support.
No, Don, what?
What happened?
You were showing a gold chart, but then you said 137, 120.
I was showing Juju chart, man. I just flipped to gold right now.
Oh, I'm sorry, my
Samurai, man.
my YouTube. My YouTube, I don't know what's going on.
There's a delay on YouTube compared to Zoom.
No, I mean, I was like 20 minutes back.
Hey, Samurai, you know? Some
Yeah,
things, you know?
Just woke up.
Gotta... Yo, I was confused, man. Shit. What's going on, Bryce? How you doing?
Hey, what's going on? It's tired.
He just woke up too.
I mean, shit.
I have energy to listen and watch.
How many trades, Bryce?
When?
From Asia session to now.
A handful.
Oh, exactly. I know you.
Man, Bryce, when you gotta learn, Bryce.
Yeah, oh man, I gotta make up for time. Lost time.
I mean, I gotta make up for our last. It would make sense for me to make up for our last 20 years as well, though.
Yeah, you got.
How was your trading though? Did you come out positive, negative, or break even?
Break even.
Alright.
Asian, I wanted to trade in London and lost. I sleep like in. Yeah, that's weird. It's that old poker lifestyle that kind of, you know,
I know.
I kind of like have correlation with the forex, so that's how I relate to a lot of it.
I used to go to Lang City, and I would get there about noon on Thursday. and stay awake and play poker all the way till Sunday morning, and then jump back on the bus back up to the city, up to
Yeah.
University of New York. And
Grinder.
it's interesting. Like I never thought about it until I started playing poker. The casinos, they don't have any windows in the casino. You get in
Nope.
there and you don't know it, but it's 3 a.m. and you just steady playing.
Yeah, something about the casino too. You never get sleepy. I think they pump the oxygen in there. Something you don't get sleepy, or is adrenaline, or
It's your
and I know they
adrenaline,
pump
man.
oxygen
It's
too.
definitely your adrenaline. 100%.
Yeah. Like, you win a big pot. You sit there and be tired.
You're
And you win
shitting
a
your
big pot, and
pants
it
all the
wakes you
time.
up
No
for
wonder you're not gonna
hours.
go to sleep, man. You know?
Huh?
Like, you be shitting your pants the whole time in there. You're not gonna go to sleep. Your heart's racing like crazy. You can't fall asleep like that.
The biggest pot, Bryce. I used to play 1-2 because it's so easy. You taking money from the kiddies. Everything.
Yeah.
And the biggest pot I won was like $1,150. It was like actually it was about 8 people starting the hand. And when it whittled down, there was 4 people in the hand. I caught trip fives, and I took 3 stacks, and it was like $1,100 wall sitting in front of me.
Dang, nice. Yeah, that's big for a 1-2.
Don, can you please check US 30? If on 1 hour it makes a resistance and the next candle goes bearish, there is a chance for a sell, right? US 30. Make 1 hour makes a resistance, next candle goes bearish. Potentially, I'll see if we get some type of closure like this. Yeah. We haven't closed above yet, right? We closed below. Previous one. This one. If it closes like this, I'll see if we can continue down. But then again, it's the last hour of the 4-hour candle. And the 4-hour candle looks like this probably. I guarantee the 4-hour candle will look like this. I guarantee you. Let's go check it out. And voila. Right there. Perfectly drawn, right? I did not check the 4-hour, by the way. And it's gonna close bullish, right? Because the last hour candle, this is the last hour candle. It was bearish. Came down. So I think it's just making a wick. But I believe we're gonna continue to push up here. Especially if we close above like 18220. We should expect to continue up towards the next range on US 30. But yeah. I think that's pretty valid.
To what extent does news play into instruments like US 30? Because since they're based upon companies, and it seems like based upon any news, whether it's political or economics, companies will go up or down.
Yeah. I think US 30 just moves on any news, any USD news there is. It's obviously made off of companies.
Yeah.
Indices, but I think anything will move off of any news. Let's say like Trump makes a tweet right now, it'll move off of that. But the general movement of it is, I mean, people could argue and say, price US 30 doesn't move against price action, but then again, like, if that's the case, then anything else wouldn't move against price action as well, because anything else moves off of news anyways. GJ moves off of like how companies are doing, in the UK, Japan, gold here, like everything moves by news in some way.
So you're just saying it's priced in no matter what?
Yeah, I feel like just price action is just like there to kind of, help, and that goes with any strategy then, because like, no one's gonna be trading with unless you're trading with the banks. Then you're just going based off of just like what you know from the inside info. But other than that, like everything's just price action then, or just whatever strategy you're using. I think what we do though is we use like price action in this case to kind of show us like a certain direction where price is gonna go, a certain resistance, a certain support level where price is bouncing off in the past. We're using past data to identify future data. And at the end of the day, everything's a move off of news.
GJ was acting pretty much the exact same way they're in London as of right now.
Yeah. GJ made a resistance here. I think it's gonna pop back up in the range here. I think buys, Sam. If you're looking for buys, I think we continue up here on this candle. Popping back up. This is a seller replay but flipped. The seller replay leading you to the fake out play. This is why it is. Because look what Price did. Price made like a little resistance here after support. Close bearish at resistance, confirm resistance. But when now we're breaking that high, we're breaking structure, we should continue back up in the range here. And now take a look at the 30-minute 1 hour time frame. 30-minute 1 hour time frame are looking like a fake out here. Because what happened was Price made a range, Price broke out the range, and now that it's breaking back up above this resistance level, it's gonna come back up in the range here. Fill the entire range. So like sells are only valid if we stayed below 137, 120. But now that we're breaking above, I don't think sells are valid anymore. I think buys are more valid now. But let's see how the 4 hour candle closes.
4 hour candle on gold is right at 1907. Looks like it needs to stay below that.
I think trading GU is better than GJ. No. You know what it is? The past couple of days, GU has been rangier than GJ. I mean, GJ has been rangier than GU, so that's probably why you think that, because GU has been more volatile recent days. I think that's why. But in general, man, you're gonna have days where GJ moves a lot more in GU. Some days. And then you're gonna think, oh, GJ moves better than GU, and you're gonna keep switching. But just focus on one pair, man. Whatever pair works for you. All pairs equally move the same. Well, some pairs. They just move at different times.
Damn.
You know, but like you gotta give it chances. You gotta give it months. You can't just base off a pair off of 1 day, 1 week, 2 days. You know, makes no sense.
Samurai, you want to hear something crazy that happened to me this year in poker?
Oh,
On my birthday, I hit a bad beat jackpot for $27,000
I hate you.
on my birthday. Can you believe this shit?
That's
funny.
money right there.
I know, that's so crazy.
Don, do you ever play poker?
No, I don't know how to play.
Did you play any kind of cards growing up or no?
Nah.
No?
The way I'm trying to read something. The way Counter forming is much better than GJ. GJ has a lot of wicks. Nah, man. That's just the current data. If you go back in the past and look at this, you can easily argue and say, this is so clean going up. You know, look, there's no wicks here. You know, it's the same thing for GU, man. They are the same. There's no difference. It's just depending on the day. Like today, there's less wicks on GG. Look, there's less wicks. Obviously, it's more clean. Look left here. GU is always more clean today. Look left below here. You have clean traffic come down towards here. It's just much more clean. GG doesn't have this exact thing today. Buyer days it will. You know, it depends on the current data. But you can't just base something off of like, you know, you can just base. You gotta have like months and months of look back to months and years of it. Like GU could be ranging tomorrow, and GJ could move down 200 pips, and you can be like, oh yeah, GJ moves better than GU, but that's not true. It's just that day, GJ decided to move a lot more than GU.
Don, have you ever messed around with GA?
Yeah, in the past. It was a.
What did you think about that?
It just has a lot more volume, but the price action is the same.
Yeah, is it slow? How did you feel about it's kind of runs a little bit slower than GJ?
No, it's way faster, man.
It's faster.
The daily candles on GA is about like, yesterday's candle was about like 100 pips. GJ's daily candle yesterday came up like 80 pips. Like it's like a 30 pip difference usually.
Yeah. Or
even more. Like this is actually pretty low for GA. But But yeah, GA moves a lot more, man. I think.
Yeah.
And GP NCD as well. That pair moves a lot more.
Right.
More pips in the candles.
Yeah, I used to like during you know, like when learning and watching like YouTube, like watching people like the gurus and stuff. Like
Yeah.
like they'll be like, it's funny because like they'll like, you know, showing their phone like MP4, and like while people are looking at money, I feel like I'm sitting there looking at people's screens. I was like, oh, what are you trading? Like, you know, kind of like trying to see like what people are doing, you know?
Yeah.
That's what I would see, like some of those GA, like GN on smaller accounts, like they'll like people that are flipping like small accounts, they're like GN and stuff like that.
Yeah, you know, some people say that, you know, look at these trolls in the chat, man. How did I lose today? You know, the reason why I lost it was because that trade did not go my way in that case. That trade did not do what I expected to do. You know, 10 times I would have closed it right there.
You're supposed to have a 100% accuracy.
Yeah, supposed to have a 100% accuracy.
Yeah. If you're gonna have a stream and you're gonna have a course, you gotta be at 100%, bro.
Same trolls, man. Same trolls. I guarantee the same trolls to call tops and bottoms as well. Guarantee it.
Forex Spider's daughter today. Calling tops and bottoms. Now, hey Don, now this is not taking a shot at anyone.
Okay.
Is that a bit risky, like what Astro Creep, he was like, he took a buy when it dropped all the way down and it came to a halt, and then he took a buy up?
I think he took a sell.
No, he took a buy.
On what?
Because he on gold.
No,
When they made that,
he took a
no,
sell
no.
from here, and then he took buys down here.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. The part about when it was at the low, then he took a buy.
I don't know where he took it. I don't know. He has to send a chart. Like I don't know. Like it's so vague the way you said it. You gotta say like where you got in.
Because I asked him, I said, "You took a buy just now?" And he said, "Yes, a small position," because he was catching it going back up.
I mean, I think I think he should provide more info. I mean, you're telling me his position. I don't know what the hell he got
I'm
in.
sorry,
Yeah, like
because I took it as when it made that huge drop all of a sudden, and when it came to a bottom at like 907 or 906, he said, "Now take a buy," and he did get in because I asked him, and I was like, "That's catching a falling knife." I mean, I've heard of traders doing that, and I'm wondering, is that a risky move?
What do you think, Samurai? What do you think? What would you do? Would you do that? Yeah, Samurai, sometimes you ask these questions, you know, you gotta think about what you would do, though. What would you do?
Yeah, see right there. He caught 200 pips off of it.
This buy did not go 200 pips yet, man.
What?
This did not go up
talking
200
about
pips.
Talking about old trade?
I don't know what you're talking about, Samurai. It's so vague the way you said it.
I'm sorry. Astro Creep, do you have a chart on that play you made?
Was Samurai's brought so rambly?
No, it was like 30 minutes ago.
You talking about an old
Okay,
trade?
Samurai. One thing.
Yeah.
We don't know where he got in. We don't know what he's looking at. We don't know where his target is. He could have tapped target already. Who knows? But this is not go 200 pips yet. We know that, right? Like, you know, Samurai. Like,
I apologize. It was from an earlier move.
No,
I thought
man, like, yeah,
I thought you were noticing.
you know, like our viewers just dropped like 10, like 20 viewers right there just for you. I'm joking. But I mean, Yeah, yeah, like, you know. I mean, if he wanted to ask that question, he would have asked me. But I mean, what do you think, Samurai? You know, like, was it risky for you? Would you have entered it? Was it risky for you? If it was, then it was, right? But if you asked me that question, I think he
Okay,
had before info.
he got in at 1905.38 and got out at 1907.49.
Yeah, so therefore, like, I guess he took a buy, like, right here at 1905.38 around it here, anticipate that it's gonna go up to retest the range here, the resistance. I mean, 1907. I mean, that was his bias. It made sense. I mean, you create a support here, you then create a resistance here. This is your range. You anticipate the range to get filled.
Oh, that's
Okay.
20 pips, not 200.
Yeah, but
pips.
it's 20 pips, so it's not 200 pips though.
Yeah, he's put 200 pips on it.
Is it even called pips or is it called points?
Pips. Gold is pips. Use 30 as points. But if you were asking me if I would have took the buys, I would not take the buys in this situation. I'll wait for a stronger resistance to form. Like, I'll wait for support here, and then like a resistance here. And then once you actually close above here, you can look for buys going up, further up. That's what I look for buys if you break this resistance. But if this resistance holds, I think I'm more bearish for us, especially if we come below the support here to come down.
Those are 200 pipettes, Astro Creep, not 200 pips.
But yeah, those are definitely 200 points. I mean, 200 points, yeah, 20 pips.
Points or pipettes. He's got it confused. A lot of people get it confused with gold.
200 pips for gold would be like 1907 to like I'll say 1927. That would be 200 pips. So from here to here, that's 200 pips.
Okay.
But you know, Samurai, sometimes when you ask this question, I feel like they're so opinion based. I feel like you gotta ask yourself sometimes, you know, like, what would you do in that situation? Do you think it's risky? Like, do you think it's risky? Me asking you, you think it's risky? Samurai?
So what?
Do you think it's risky? The question you asked me. Do you think it's risky taking a buy there?
I've known to try that and get my behind handed to me.
So what do you think? Is it risky or no? Yeah, right? Because you said you got your behind gotten to you, you know? So
yeah,
yeah. So there's your answer, you know. There's your answer. Like, if he wanted to ask me what I thought about the trade, I would give him my thing, but I think it was pretty
And it's Astro Creep. That wasn't. I was just wondering about the actual play, not so much about you, bro. I'm not trying to put you on the spot. My thought was that it dropped to close the gap for 2 days. Therefore, once it closed, it would go up.
Oh, I gotta do a video on gaps. That's a good one. I have a thing on gaps. I'm gonna make a video on it, and then I'm gonna post it. Yeah, FOREX Buyer, stop spamming symbols, man. That's what's gonna happen to you if you spam symbols. You're gonna get banned. I'm not the one that's gonna ban you. Nightbot is. So you better careful with those symbols, man. You can't take those symbols.
Nightbot is on it, bro.
Yeah.
Nightbot has no friends.
Version team is 1915. I think 1915, man. If we were to continue up here on gold, I think, yeah, me looking at it, I think your sellers buys are very risky. But I think if you break above this resistance here, we actually close above here, and then form support here, I think we'll continue up to like 1913 levels. I think that's gonna be valid. But like entering here on some type of void stuff that you're looking at, I don't know, man. That's pretty interesting. Something I would not enter off of.
Good old reversal. Reversal entry. I've been there.
What did things say? I'm so confused. Yeah, I'll say I completely agree with the sells earlier, but you know, whatever you just said now, I don't know, man. I don't know. Okay, 4 hours close here. 4 hours close on US 30. 4 hour kind of close bullish on US 30 as well. Obviously, I think we can continue to go up here if we respect this low here. Should be able to continue up. But if we break that low, we're going to continue back down, right? But I think for gold for GG here, GG also closed bearish. I do expect this to continue down here. 4 hour kind of for GG kind of closed below the support here. I'm expecting us to continue further down like this to kind of retest the range here, the bottom of the range here. We test these lows, just because we had a little resistance here, and now that we actually closed below, just like it's a clean traffic coming down towards this area. But we have to respect obviously this high in a 4 hour time frame. Gold though, I think gold could be coming back up here. Who knows? We did close below the support here as well for gold, so I think gold has to respect. It really has to respect 1907, because if 1907 breaks, we're gonna continue back down. I mean, we're gonna continue back up to 1913s. So it's an interesting level. But yeah, they closed bearish though. I believe gold's still bearish overall, at least till 1900s. So let's see what happens here. GJ has been moving though. GJ has been pretty messed up since I think 8 a.m. this last hour here. You treat small account before? What do you think? You know, I think taking stairs. You think I can get to stair number 10 before taking stair number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8? You know. Of course, you know, everyone starts with a small account. You gotta build it up though.
How did you bust your very last time you bust your account, Don?
Blew my
Was it
account?
multiple?
Blue.
Yeah, the very,
Over
yeah, blue,
leveraging.
sorry.
Over leveraging probably. Over trading.
Like
Actually no, it was over trading. It was over trading. That was the last
one
time.
trade or multiple trades? Yeah.
Multiple trades.
Over trading like risk. You're talking about like per trade?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just in general, the account. Over trading. I've seen you using lots. I was wondering how'd you get into that. Lots. Same thing, man. Like the account size. If you don't have a decent account size to risk 3% and pop a certain lot, you can't pop a certain lot size. If you're not pop 8.0 lot size on a $1,000 account, you can't pop that lot size. You don't have enough leverage.
Get that leverage.
Yeah, you can't get enough leverage. Let alone that's way over 3% risk per trade, right? But or whatever percent risk you're risking. But you know, obviously at some point I have to pop a 0.10s, 0.01s, 1.0s. But you gotta treat it the same way you treat bigger account sizes. I think these questions here today are very subjective, man. Very very weird.
So did you feel like you were like you knew your trading was like good, but it was just you're over trading, over leveraging?
100%. 100%.
Yeah, but you knew like your entries and all that were good, were solid.
I knew that if I were to do the same trade 10 times, that trade would play out. It's just that that one time that I took a loss. That's when I'll talk in general here, but that's when it kind of messed up the whole account, right? Because you're over leveraging, over trading.
Right.
Well, the only way people lose money in the markets is when they overtrade and over leverage. Other than that, price action is fine, or whatever they're doing is fine.
Yeah.
Analysis is easy. It's just the trading over leveraging part that's hard for a lot of people. Can I stay now? Well, Forex Spider, if you just read the instructions, you read the instructions that saying don't use symbols, then you can stay, right? But if you don't,
Yeah,
then
but
you're
he has symbols in his
yeah,
in what
no, I'm trying to
he's
say like if you read the thing that says don't use stop spam symbols, it says warning. If you read that, it'll say stop spam symbols. But if you spam symbols, you can get banned. It's one or the other, So it's no ifs or outs or buts about it. It's just, you guys gotta stick to the bot.
Yeah, the spider web and the spider emoji.
I mean, I'm not gonna remove the bot just because the bot's like useful for like having like those things there, having the links there. If you go like exclamation point something, it'll help that out. Like no. I don't have it updated yet with charts and stuff, but for now this is all I have.
Cool.
Exclamation point troll.
Don's on top of the game here. I like that.
No,
bot.
yeah.
You go like no wick. It shows like no wick too. It goes like exclamation for no wick.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do gaps soon. There's gonna be a lot of stuff. Don't worry, guys. It'll come. This is like the first day I'm using it. But just imagine it streams in 2 years. Imagine it streams next year. It'd be pretty poppin'.
The psychology of Forex.
Hey Samurai, when you read comments, by the way, you mind like reading it to yourself a little bit,
Sorry about
not
that.
reading to yourself, but trying to make like if you're gonna reply, you just reply in the chat. So like, I know you're gonna reply to this or
Nope.
expired thing.
Nope.
But just kind of do it in the chat.
Nope.
GJ just closed bullish in range.
Yeah, if we come back in the range here, we're gonna come up to fill it. Most definitely, 15 closed bullish, right? So it makes sense here for us to continue back up here. Like, yeah, it's been pretty choppy. Like, cause if you take a look at this, earlier we expected us to continue coming down here from like here. Right, we closed below. It would have been a clean, perfect day in any other world that we were just gonna continue down here to retest this stall here. Simple, right? But GJ decided not to do that. It created another support here, then created a resistance. It was just a weird range we're in. So there's nothing we could have done in this situation. There's no sells or anything, right?
Yeah, last night I thought London, I thought it was a fake out coming back in range, and I took a buy, and it like teased my stop loss for like an hour and a half, just like back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, and then it finally popped it.
Wait, you took a what on GJ?
I thought it was like during London, like a fake out when it broke out and it started to come back in.
London. Oh, right here somewhere? Yeah. Like 3?
Let me see where. And the 15-minute.
Yeah, 3:30. I know what you're talking about. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, take a look at the 1 hour time frame. I think from there, I think the 1 hour still had a resistance there at this level, and we still can't close below it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So. Yeah, it was probably not a good trade.
You guys, a lot of you guys today are gonna deal with a lot of FOMO, and you guys gonna want to overtrade, but don't do it. Just don't do it, because especially me, right? I took a loss today, and you guys might think, how is he not gonna take another trade though? Like he has it in a day of a blue. Man, that's not how it works. Because whenever you take a loss, guys, or whenever you have a losing day, something in your mind tells you that you must end the day blue, or you must end the day break even. You're gonna chase trades until you make those losses back, until you get to break even point again, right? And when you do that, it's gonna create this very bad habit of over trading. So I understand that if I were to go back and spend the next like 3 hours here scalping GJ and try and make those losses back, it would not work out for me, because I'm gonna be over trading. I'm gonna be making stupid decisions, because now I have some emotions attached to my trades. Whereas before, the first two trades I took today was not emotions based. But if I were to take a third trade today, there'll be a lot of emotions to it, because this is my third trade of the day. So I think if you can just, especially yesterday too, like even when we were in the range yesterday, that tested your discipline, because yes, it was all range. It was stuck in the weird range, and if you didn't take a trade within that range, and you wait for an actual breakout, you would have got a trade here. But if you were to take trades within that range, got stopped out, got stopped out, break even, got stopped at loss. When this trade came about, it made sense. You took 2 trades already. It didn't, you didn't have the opportunity to take this trade. Same thing for this. If I were to overtrade today, over leverage, and make those losses back, I'll most likely blow my account, right? And then when you blow your account, you're gonna have opportunities for trades that actually make sense, right? So it's very key to this discipline. Very key.
It's, in poker, we consider this folding right here. We're just folding all day.
What does that mean?
Folding hands.
Break
Like
even?
you don't know, like when you like right now we're just watching charts. So like in poker, you just fold bad hands, like hands that aren't good to play. So the good players know how to fold. So that's basically like not over trading, like not getting in like whatever, like something that looks good, like you might see like 6, 7 of diamonds, and it looks pretty, looks good, and you're like in the wrong position to play it, and then like people will play it, and then that's like the good players will fold. Like we're sitting here just waiting. You're not entering any trades. You're just folding, waiting for a good hand.
Oh yeah.
And that's like, yeah.
You compare everything to poker, just like Ted.
Yeah, like a proper setup, waiting for a good setup, and 6, 7 out of position is not a good setup.
Right. Like pocket ace is like the best hand you can have pre-flop, right? So like basically that's what, when you're waiting for a good setup, that's what I'm saying. Like we're waiting for aces. Like we're just waiting for aces, and then pound it.
All our trades to take our aces, and aces aren't guaranteed all the time, are they?
No hand.
And even when you get aces, you might lose. So that's like when people say, like when you lose a trade, like I said, you can't be results oriented. Like every time you have aces, you're always going to enter your pot. You're never going to fold aces, right? So just because you lose with it doesn't mean that it was wrong, that you played it wrong, or just because the same thing goes when just because you win a trade doesn't mean it was a good trade. Like just because you got in the pot with like 3-8 offsuit and the flop goes 8-8-8 and you won that hand. So when they say like being results oriented, oh man, I won like $10,000 or whatever with that hand, I'm gonna play that every time. So like now that's being results oriented, and so you're learning off like a bad habit, or a bad like just anomaly, and you're like thinking that's correct. So that's kind of like different, like kind of like what you're saying, like just because you win or lose the trade doesn't make it good or right or wrong. But knowing like a good setup, or like you said, that trade you enter it like 100 times, you might have lost today, but you're gonna win it like 9 out of 10 times or 8 out of 10 times in the long run. Like if you run it like infinity times, like you're gonna win 8 out of 10 times. So it's a good setup. Yeah.
If you said that on the stream a few times, where somebody might say, "Why did you take that trade?" and you say the probabilities were high. And probabilities aren't 100%, but it was a high probability trade, and you would say, I'll take that trade again if it's set up the same way. And some
Yeah.
people are like results oriented. They see that they took a loss, so they say, no, I'm not gonna do that again.
Yeah, like, I think whenever you take a trade, you should ask yourself, would you take it again? No matter what the outcome is. Because if you're not going to take it
Right.
again, then that's not a good thing. Because you took the trade for any planning to it. But if you plan your trades, you understand that these trades are higher opportunity trades. And like, you might take the same trade again, but you might adjust something to it. This is what I mean. But the same trade idea is still going to be there. It's the same thing as just waiting for aces, right?
Yep.
This time around, read what I read in the put in the Zoom chat. Views on his hat today? You know, it was like a 1 something earlier, 120 or something earlier, and then it started to drop. Cause like, usually it drops at the end of the stream though. Like this how it works. It goes, it peaks up around like 6:30, goes to 7:30 is usually its peak, 8, and then after 8, especially when the stage is dead, like this right now, people don't usually pop up, cause people just come for like the trades you take, But yeah, it's usually how the views work.
Slow day too.
Do you only trade GJ? Yeah, man. As of right now, I only trade GJ. Why are you laughing, Samurai, man?
You know what? That frequently asked question.
Yeah, I'm gonna do exclamation point.
What?
Do you always trade GJ? There's your answer.
Like,
Oh man. Yeah,
This
I only trade GJ right now. So right now. Guys, a lot of questions you guys asked here, you guys can just find out on your own. Just by watching previous streams. We've been streaming since April. I'm pretty having more than enough hours of watching time there. If you constantly show up to streams every day, you can just you kind of figure your answers out yourself.
there's like a set of questions that are asked every day.
I still need to make a video for it as well, but kind of busy with updating the course here. Hey, if you guys join the stream though today, leave a like, man. Leave a like. Stream for the end. Maybe 10 a.m. I don't know. I'm just kind of chilling here. Just kind of looking at charts here. Just looking at it for fun, looking at it for fun, not really looking to enter anything. But
Let's see if GJ finally makes a move or not.
yeah, like I'm expecting this to continue back up here towards like 137, 314, 312. If I were to get another position, it would be buys. Back in the range for
I'm in this.
Oh man, how many trades did you take, Bryce? How many trades did you take? Be honest, man.
I don't know.
What? No, I'm being serious. Like, what? Like, how many trades did you take today?
On like, hold on, let me look. On my MT.
Like, be honest. Like, count them up. Every single trade.
that's
Break
what I'm
even,
saying,
loss, wins. Count every trade up and tell me how many trades you took today. From the
This
day.
is from
Literally from the
so the day would start during Asian session.
Yes,
right?
from there until now,
So-
how many trades did you take?
Just like positions I open, because some of them might. All right, let's make it simple. Yeah,
when
the
you click
position.
the buy or sell button,
Yes.
bro.
How many trades did you do that? How many times did you do that? There's no excuses for that. There's no excuses for
Yeah.
that.
Filled 24, canceled 7, so 24. I
Oh,
think.
20.
No.
He's got me beat.
trades.
No. That's something else. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I did 10.
10 positions today.
10. That's the all because I show up for every session a little bit, 2-3 hours during because I have nothing else to do. So
Okay. So tell me
I
this.
show up for the.
Tell me this. Has it been working?
It's been working out for me.
Overtrain's been working for you?
I mean, I don't consider. See, my definition of overtrade is different.
Okay, but okay, how about this? Okay. If you look
Because
at,
I'm waiting for aces, man. I'm not.
how did it go? How did it all go though?
Today? Those I'm in profit.
How many trades you win? How many trades you lose?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 blue and 4 red.
Where did the losses come in though? At the end or the beginning?
I got the beginning I had 4 blues and then 2 reds, 2 blues, and I just had 2 reds. Or well, one of them was only a $2 loss, so I don't know if you consider that, but well, I guess you can. Yeah, 2. Yeah.
So
The 2 reds was just this morning.
my analysis on that is the beginning of the trades, the first couple of trades here, you took about, they're mostly wins, so four wins off the rip, boom. And then you took 2 losses, and then you took wins, and then take a loss. But you kind of see how towards the end you kind of started to fall off a little bit. Like, not fall off, but you start to take a lot more losses than the beginning.
Yeah.
If you just call the first 2 trades a day, call it a day after those first 2 trades, because usually what happens is that when people overtrade, the first decisions they make within that day are the better decisions. But then the ones after, a little bit later, the ones the 5th, 3rd, 4th, whatever trade after, that's when they'll start to trade with a lot of emotions. And I feel do you feel like you got more emotions as more trades came on?
Now, see, that's the thing. That's why I think I'm used to when I play poker, money, I would lose money, it comes in and out, it doesn't really faze me to take a loss. You know what I'm saying? It's that's like a hand of poker. I can lose 500 in the hand and then get it back, and it's just I'm used to fluctuations I'm used to the variance. I'm used to I'm used to money coming in. It doesn't I'm kind of numb to you know what I'm saying? I don't know. It's hard to explain.
Hey, Bryce.
Yeah.
Can I offer a slight piece of advice, if possible?
Go ahead.
Since I played poker and you did too, you're allowing your poker mindset to slip into trading. And what happens is you don't want variance. Don's saying the more decisions you make per day, the greater opportunity for you to make bad decisions, and you start chasing losses, the psychology of it. You might want to read the book, Trading in the Zone, because it talks about all that stuff that you're doing. You're trying to chase wins. You don't even know it, but losses. You're trying to chase losses, and you're thinking of Forex in the same vein as poker. And the two really don't mesh up in terms of trading and playing a hand of poker.
But I'm not chasing though. That's what I'm trying to say. And the same thing in poker,
subconsciously you are.
No, I don't feel like I am. I just honestly, I'm just trading those 3 sessions, but I'm trading during when I'm supposed to trade during those sessions. I'm not when I trade the Asian, it's a 3-hour time, a 3-hour time frame that I trade. To me, over trading would, my definition would be trading outside those hours. But I mean, I don't know. Let's probably.
All right, Bryce. How about this? How about you spend the next year or the next couple months here, just take over trading, and then how about this? How about this? You spend we have 3 months till December. How about this? You spend the next 3 months over trading, doing whatever you want to do, and then from December, from January until March, next 3 months, you don't overtrade for those 3 months. You take 2 trades per day and see and never know how it does. I mean, you can gotta do it, but like if you kind of want to test it out, but.
Well, I just did on this account like I'm gonna track. I just did a MyFX book on this account right here.
Mhm.
So we're gonna see. We're gonna see in 3 months. See what happens.
All right. Let's see how your overtraining goes. I'm not saying it's gonna go bad. I'm not saying that at all. I'm just saying like the probability of you entering more trades in a day and winning them are less than you entering 1, 2 trades per day and winning them.
Yeah. I mean, I understand the psychology of it. Like I think if you did the same thing, you would be fine. In my eyes, I'm like, you would be fine because you know what trades to enter with and when. Like you wouldn't be entering a setup in a dead gap of Asians. Like the setup. Like when I think of people who are trading, they'll see a setup form during the times that is not good. Like during a dead gap, you see a setup kind of like a breakout. It kind of looks like it's gonna happen. Yeah. And they end up taking that trade because that's to me is overtrade. Like, but it's not gonna happen. Like we know it's not gonna happen because it's like during a dead gap. But you know better. So I feel like if you traded the recession, I feel like you would do fine. To be honest, like I feel like I don't think you would mess up.
But thing is, I used to do it though. That's the thing. Like I used to do it. I used to just overtrade every session. And it was when I stopped doing it. Was when I started to become more profitable.
Yeah. Were you trading like you might have been the times though? It might have been because the times you were picking, like there's certain times I don't know if people like know, but like. There's certain times that you should not ever be in the market, in my opinion. There's like
no, obviously, yeah.
Like like New York. There's like at 9 8 like there's certain times with certain like would go like 9 a.m.
Yeah, you have the session opening. It's the session New York opening, Asian opening, line opening, where volume comes in and volume kicks in.
I'm careful. Like there's times when they're the markets by themselves. So I feel like they can do whatever they want with the market. Like New York with like. Let's say gold, like from like 9 a.m. That's when they're by themselves. There's nobody else in the market. So I would like stay out of the market. Like certain things like that. I don't know. It's just, but
I think Samuel Huntley made a good point though. He said, if Bryce, would you have made more money if you stopped at 2 trades than 10 trades took today? Because how much extra profit did you make from after the first 2 trades?
But that's today. That was like $200
extra.
No, like the first 4 trades, I made like $200.
How about the trades after? Like how about all together after?
Then I lost 200 the next 2.
And how's it right now? Is it like how much are you up by now?
I'm only up 117 right now.
So you see how it kind of plays out. I mean, you won more than you lost though. You won more than you lost today. You won 6, you lost 4.
Yeah. So that's
if you were to stop trading after 2 trades. Team back tomorrow. Take two best opportunities tomorrow. You know what I mean? I don't know, man. I don't know. Let's see how it goes though in January if you actually try not to overtrade. But yeah, I can't get your point. But then again, I would never agree to overtrading ever though. Something I go against. But hey guys, US30 is popping up here. US30 is popping up as expected. So for all the tops and bottoms traders here, we're gonna stop though here again. Yeah, we should continue up back in the range here. Back up towards I'm expecting potentially 28479 here. Get tapped.
Oops, I accidentally disconnected. I don't know what you just said. After you started talking, after my last time I said something, I got my headset got disconnected. But did you ask me anything? All right.
But yeah.
I'm sorry.
Just don't ask me how many trades I take every day.
No, I didn't want to put you on a spot like that. I just want to make a. I just wanted to see, like, how many trades you actually took today.
Yeah.
Cause throughout the stream, I think I heard you say I'm gonna buy here. Man, I said like probably 10 times. I was just wondering how many for the day that you were in. Cause
I didn't count these. I'm in some trades right now too.
oh my god. Okay. Okay.
But this is a good setup. Like this is aces. Like
All right.
I'm not gonna I'm not folding aces. If I see it, I'm gonna play aces. But that's the thing with poker too.
Wait,
though,
but Brian, how long have you been training for?
I started last year around March.
Man, when you
Wait,
when you
so
look at
wait,
yourself a
were-
year from
were
now,
you-
it's gonna be funny.
Were you profitable throughout those months though?
No, I lost like 6 or 7,000 last year.
But what was the reason for the losses? Though?
But
I mean,
I didn't.
you gotta tell me the exact amounts you lost and stuff like that. You
Oh,
got
I
too much
didn't.
info, but like
Oh,
what,
no, I
was,
don't
what
get
was
that.
the reason for the losses though?
I didn't know what I was doing. I was just like, I got like my friend that introduced me, like traded on the phone, like didn't even trade on the computer. So I was trading on my phone.
But do you think
From-
do you think over trading, over leveraging was a little reason
Oh.
to it?
Just everything. Yeah, just like I didn't we didn't trade with stop losses. I didn't know when to stop my trade. It was just like it was straight up gambling like last year. Like it felt like I was just playing blackjack the whole time. Like flipping a coin. Like I didn't do it a lot because I was like, man, I can't outside. This is crap. Like this is like I remember saying, man, this is probably like unbeatable. Like that's so I was like doing it off and on for a while, and then I was just like, man, I hate the way this makes me feel, because like it made me feel like I was a degenerate gambler. Like like I felt really bad. Like it didn't feel like calculated or nothing. So I didn't know what I was doing. So I basically stopped for a long time, and then I just picked it back up in June, and then I started seeing, and I actually had a computer screen by then, and I just started kind of seeing some patterns and stuff, and then like, yeah, just started doing well, but then got a lot better since I linked up with you. Like,
Yeah, like the
So,
reason why like I
yeah.
was asking you this because like I know a lot of people in the chat relate to you, and I know a lot of people like relate to like over trading, over leveraging. So
oh, then,
yeah, you know.
oh, okay, yeah.
So I'm just speaking to a lot of people, you know, not just you, Bryce. Don't worry.
Yeah. Oh, I know.
Yeah. But you know, let's see how the next months go for you. The next months go for you here. Next 3
Yeah.
months here, with you over trading, and if you try to stop over trading one day, you know, maybe in January, we'll see how it goes, how it turns out.
It's a challenge, man.
I mean, it's
a
not a challenge. I guess you can say it's a challenge. It's trying to see if over trading, over leveraging really works. And I promise you, one day you're gonna tell me, Don, I thank you so much, man. I only take 2 trades today, cause yo, trust me, I used to have like, students that really over trade, over leverage a lot, and then now they message me saying, you know, we only took 1-2 trades now today. You know, I took 1 trade today. I saw another opportunity, but I didn't want to take it because, you know, I took my 1 trade for the day, and they're like, yeah, their account just, I don't know, they've been doing pretty good.
Yeah.
I don't know. Kind of want to see.
But I know what you're saying.
Like, I know exactly what you're trying to get at. I know exactly where you're trying to go at. I mean, it makes sense.
Yeah, because like people
But-
normally, if they do take 2 trades and they lose, they get on tilt. Like they like get mad and rage and like, oh, I'm just gonna like enter, you know, like,
Revenge
and
trading.
that's it's like it becomes revenge trading if they don't have the rules in place, you know, and
I think of over trading is you're never gonna know when to stop, man.
yeah,
Like, you ever just come up with the day where, oh, you know, this is my last shirt day. I'm done after this.
yeah. For me, I had, like I said, I had like the time frames that
Yeah.
I start and stop each session. So,
Bryce. So
Yeah.
when I first started, and right up until I came here and actually going into joining the stream, I used to probably take minimum of 15 to 25 trades a day. Call myself scalping, like trying to get 3 to 5 pips. And then I cut that back, and I still have days where I'll take 6 trades in a day or something like that. But I've cut them down to like 4, maybe 5
Yeah.
sometimes. But I've gone from just hitting the buy sell button. Oh man, I've just lost $20. I want to be break even before I stop trading, and it just spiral out of control. And it's gotten better, a lot better.
Yeah, I'm taking this is like a lot less than what I used to take. What
Oh
what
my
I just told
god!
you. Yeah,
But no, I laugh, but I understand
Yeah.
where you are. But I think as you go along, yeah, like Don said, you'll thank him later, because at
I-
10 trades a day and 12 and 15 trades a day.
It's gonna be Bryce. It's right now. It might be a bit hard, to kind of just agree with it. But like, if ever one day you ever stop over trading, you're gonna see a big difference. And that's a promise. It's a promise. Only remember, there's only two ways people lose money in this market, and that's over trading or over risking. And that's it. That's just it. Hi, Ant. Ant's like,
dude, I agree.
hi, my
I
name
agree.
is Ant. Hi, Ant.
I know what he talking about. He talking about
Yeah,
AA.
the centers they go to.
Uh-huh.
You sit in a circle. You're like, oh, hi guys, my name is Bryce. Hi, Bryce. It goes like,
I'm an over trader.
Yeah.
Oh.
I'm an over trader. I've been trading for 5 years. I enter about 50 trades per day now.
Hi, I'm Jimmy.
What
I'm a
up,
trader.
Jimmy?
I'm Jimmy.
I sold off my mother's TV set for money to
Oh god.
to over.
Oh god. I know some of some TVs. Hold on, not me though.
But yeah, guys. What up, Jimmy? Came in kind of late, but I love the stream here though.
Oh wait, damn.
What are you doing? You woke up or what?
No. I got fucking smushed. Anyway.
But you lost like 3%, though, right? You lost a small percentage of your account. You didn't lose like the whole account.
She got binked, but not. Got hit, but not that hard.
Damn, man. Alright.
Whatever though. But it's
Yeah,
like
I think I lost today. I think I lost like a
Oh.
small percentage though. I think I lost like 3%.
man, this one buy though. I mean, this one sell though. I was like, it has to continue. The way these candles are closing strong as hell, then straight up reversed on me.
But do you feel like you have more emotions with it now? Like with the loss? Like do you feel like it has a
Hell no.
type
I
of,
don't feel nothing.
do you feel like you gotta revenge it?
Nope. I
Alright.
don't feel none of that. I don't know. Like,
Do you
I
feel
don't- I just
sad?
Nah, I don't feel
Feel
sad.
down?
I just feel dead. Like when it comes to trading, once like I click the red or blue button, I just feel dead. I
What
don't
does that
feel
mean?
nothing.
Like,
Like,
yeah,
I don't feel
feel
nothing.
numb to it?
Yeah, like I don't know. It's became numb to me. Like I don't even
But
think.
did you
I used,
did you have any wins within the loss though? Like did you like find ways to cut the loss short?
like
That's
the
the key.
moves happened. The moves happened too quick for me to cut it.
Oh. Where'd you get
the
in?
last I took? I got in. Hold on. Going to 15 real quick.
Yeah.
Alright, I'm about to annotate it. It was right here. Right here at this candle, at the top of this candle. I put in a sell, and then put like my stop a little bit higher, like above this one, so it could like breathe a little. And then I was like, yo, I gotta take a quick nap because I've been up like the whole night, and then like I woke up and got stopped out.
Yeah, I think if you were awake, I think like once this candle here kind of close, cause like this, I mean for me I wouldn't have entered a sell here, right? But like if I were to get in somewhere here, I think this candle, if it were to close bullish here, I think I would have got out at that point, cause that's the indication
like-
we're gonna come back up in the range here.
It's like another thing, like I never seen this situation, like right here, two candles with no top wicks. I'm like, all right, this is weird. I ain't never see this happen. So I was like, after this candle, when I woke up, I'm like, it made no sense to me. I'm like, literally, it made no sense. I'm like, wait, it's two candles with no top wicks, and that basically indicates that there's no range. That still went up. I'm like, What
Yeah, but it's still closed. I mean, remember how I said like it's a 15-minute time frame? Candles can close with no top wicks, no bottom wicks, but the 1 hour is still open. 1 hour is still open to go up here in this case. Like, this is a huge 1 hour candle, I'm guessing, to go up. I mean, candles still bullish. I don't know. I don't know where I saw. Like, I don't think I would have entered sells here.
Yeah.
But if I were, I think. I mean, yeah.
Cause it was like
Made sense to go
it was like right after news came out too. So I thought it was just gonna keep pushing. The news came out. When I was watching it, it was just like I didn't hear literally nothing good. I watched like most of the speech. I'm like, damn, these boys getting dogged right now. Then I was like, I thought the momentum was just gonna keep pushing, but now that I really look back, it closed 30-minute bullish. It broke out the range and it came back closed bullish. So I shouldn't have stayed up a little bit more, and then it closed it. Sort of though.
Yeah, I mean, I think buys were valid here. Because like what happened was like I think price made a support here. Price made a resistance here. Price came out make support. I guess as we close like bullish as support. I believe candles started to make higher lows, higher highs, to go up here to kind of retest top of the range again. And then like right here, this was like if I was up at this time, I would have entered a sell 100p. Like right here, price closed bearish at resistance, and then that would have been valid for sales to come back down to retest the lows, and then obviously eventually continue merit. But yeah, I think this is very risky though because this candle closed bullish.
Now
And,
I had to like on the candle previous, cause the candle previous like it opened up, made like a decent wick, and then like came down like pretty bearish, and I'm like, all right, it's just gonna continue motion. I'm gonna just go back to sleep. So I was just tired. Woke up, I'm like, dang, flipped on me.
I mean, yeah, it's fine. It's not that. As long as you didn't over leverage or over trade today, that's all that matters, man. Losses will happen, wins will happen, break-evens will happen. But as long as you don't over trade, that's all that matters. Are you in any trades? No, I'm not. I took a trade earlier, took a 7-pip loss, and then I took another attempt for a sell against break even, and that was my day. This is my day today, guys. So this is my day. This was my day yesterday.
So it was a pretty simple.
This is yesterday. Oh, where is it? Okay.
So it was a pretty. I could add more, but I'm just waiting to add more.
I guess it's not yesterday. This is just today. Today, took a 8-pip loss, 7-pip, 8-pip loss, and then break even, and then give it. This is one trade though. This is just one trade. And got out. And yeah. You have another question? What is it? What's the question before I get off here? When I buy a course, what can I start to see? That could be answered here. If you go to this page here, you go down to like, if you ask me personal questions, if you message on Telegram, but more questions. But I think your questions will get answered here. I think it's over here somewhere, right here, on a course page. Scroll down, you get all this text here. You can read this. This is what comes with all this. Yeah. My thing is, guys, if the streams help you, and you want to know more, you want to get a more structured like video course, then the course is for you. But if the stream's already helping you, I mean, you can just continue watching streams every morning, right? But yeah, I'm gonna hop off though. I'm pretty beat, pretty tired. But yeah, I think it's worth $400. You asked me if my course is worth $400. I'm actually raising the price in January as we're just moving platforms as well, putting the prices up. Man, that course is versus worth way more than that, man. Probably 6-7 hours of video course of video content. Yeah, if you ask me that, yeah, man,
it's worth it.
I'll put it as this. The course is never gonna be on sale. Never. When Louis Vuitton goes on sale, I'll go on sale. Alright, guys. But peace, love, guys. I'm gonna hop off. Hope you guys have a great day today. And